Basketball is a movie and every game is a blockbuster.
This season is alive!
E for exciting, entertaining, energy and epic. Tauihi Basketball, rated E.
Kia ora everyone, hello and welcome. Great to have you with us at Taupō Events Centre. Late Saturday afternoon and into the evening, basketball coming your way. Sky Broadband Rapid League first up. GJ Gardner Homes at Tauihi, not too far away. The Fire at home to the Hoiho. Justin Nelson, Kason Bookman with you here for this one. Kason, great to see you. Really important day and evening coming up for the Fire.
Absolutely, it's do or die time for them right now, where they're at on the ladder. They really need to get a win here, especially at home. It's time. It's time to get a win.
Of course, Tauihi, that's going to be fascinating tonight. The Fire aren't going too bad in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 4-2, second on the ladder. There's the Hoiho in third. They would love a win here in Taupō. Let's have a look at the starters for the visitors. They're in a little bit of form at the moment across both competitions. D'Angelo, Simpson, Mitchell, Harris and Gilbert. Nat Vizga is the coach. Bit of experience here, I like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You got the experience, you've got the local talent, and the Hoiho, they're always solid, you know, their local talent. They bring in, they always play like a team. They play like a unit. They know who to get the ball to, and they share the ball well. They're fun to watch.
Let's have a look at the Fire starters. There's been some movement in this team. We can report McKenna Dale will be starting in the Tauihi a little bit later on tonight. Smiler, the Rogers sisters, Kuka and Langton. Eva Langton, how good is she going at the moment?
Oh, she's got my vote for one of the most improved players this season. Absolutely shining, driving to the ball, driving to the hoop well, shooting the ball extremely well. And I'd like to see her get some more minutes in the Tauihi game.
Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. How do these two line up? Look at those three-point attempts. Remember, the Rapid League is a 4x4 minute game. Nearly 18 three-point attempts for the Fire.
Well, why not? Especially when you've got the Rogers sisters out there. They love to score, they love to shoot, and why not? They've got the green light. Let it fly. Last game, I think they were a little bit cold, but look to see a different shooting outing from them tonight.
Sky Broadband Rapid League first up here from Taupō. And then later on, we head to the GJ Gardner Homes at Tauihi. Here's our coin officials, Sasha Nicholson, Reese Hamilton, and Bryn Watson. We're just about set to go. Strap yourself in. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday evening. Looked like Eva Langton was having a little bit of enjoyment there as well.
Why not? Get your groove on.
Harris and Langton underway, and it will be the Fire with the opening possession here in Taupō. Here's Langton. Smiler. Smiler's been in a bit of form as well, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, she is. She's a great pickup for this Phi team. Coming off, playing in the States as Eva Langton goes to work down low with a tough pass over the top from the top of the key. Great job there by Lengthy Langton. There's
a bit of a Amari Thomas seal underneath as well.
Oh, yeah.
To get possession there. We did mention coming in, huge night for the Northern Group Tauranga Phi. When we head to the Tauihi in the near future, because they've lost their last 5, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's not the rhythm you want going into this game, unfortunately, for the Phi. Just going through quite a few injuries, a bit of illness, got a couple players out, so they're all just trying to find their way, but it's a short season and they need to find it fast.
Opening points for the Phi in this Sky Broadband Rapid League. Langton gets them on the board. Let's see what D'Angelo can do now. Just has that hesitation, but the feet have slipped, and that'll be a turnover.
Oh man, that was a turnover. I thought that was a foul for a second, but you saw it better than I did. Phi ball. Hoiho confused as well. They thought it was a shooting foul.
Well, everyone's napping. Emma Rogers gets it up the floor quickly on the drive. Smiler inside, outside. Look out. Here's the lefty.
Oh. Langton from behind the arc. Her shot has improved so much from last season. Love that. Great shot from Langton.
Highest scorer for the Phi in the Rapid League. Eva Langton, of course, a couple of seasons with the Queens. As the Hoiho searching for their first points of this one. And again, just that up-tempo nature of the Phi. Off they go, Smiler, Rogers, corner ball, too much.
Just a little bit strong. It's a good look. You know she's usually going to knock that shot down, but I'm liking this pace from the Phi, getting more into their game. As you see, underneath, stuffed by the rim, Tyler Mitchell deterred from the hoop, and then to the basket is
going to be Millie Simpson.
Millie Simpson.
D'Angelo, busy nice and early. Millie Simpson. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay on the drive there, just trying to find a way through. And she'll head off to the Chemist Warehouse.
When we talk about D'Angelo, she is a solid player, you know. She's averaging 11 minutes in Rapid League, and then she jumps over and averages 20 minutes in Tauihi. So having a player like that who can contribute on both sides is massive.
Fun fact, not that I've talked about this through the season, but Chelsea D'Angelo, I think I saw her first play when she was about 13, 14 years of age, and actually signed her to her first professional contract back in the Australian WNBL.
That's so cool. What a great story. Because how old is she now?
Well, she's 24, so it's been, that is a fair while ago.
Yeah, well, you got her started.
I know, she got herself started. I just gave her the contract.
That's so cool.
Margin at 5. Here's Kuka on the drive. Nice spin, nice give, nice finish. Kaylee Smiler.
That's some great offensive basketball from the Phi, and I'm liking this pressure up early in this Rapid League game. That's exactly what you want. Try to get a quick turnover, quick baskets. Good job by the Phi.
Margin at 7 as Gilbert rushes the shot in the end. Defense wins out. Smiler again. Langton, had a sneaky look, didn't she? Now Rogers.
We said it earlier, she's not going to miss that shot too often, and an unselfish play there from Langton found her in the corner.
Casey Frank and I were talking about the Rogers sisters on Thursday night in Auckland, and gee, they're exciting, aren't they?
They're so fun to watch. I had no idea coming into this exactly who they were, but they are making themselves known as prolific scorers, and they are just so fearless. Doesn't matter who's in front of them.
Going to go again here through Emma. And right now, well done Langton to keep this in. This is a really good start for the Phi here today in Taupō. They're out by 10. Trying to add, and they will. Another 2, Laura Kuka.
Just no communication there by the Hoiho. There was no help side D. I mean, the offense isn't moving that much, so there should be that help side. But again, the Hoiho just stunned at the moment.
Well, the Phi have got Palace Hokianga and Jade Kirasome sitting on the bench at the moment for this one, and they haven't even been needed, as finally we've got a score on the board for the Hoiho, and that can only help the cause.
Yeah, you're right. Having the assets like Kirasome and Hokianga on the bench for Rapid League is huge for this Phi squad. I believe they might be checking in now.
Well, the opposition just scored. What do you expect?
Can't give up a 12-point lead. As she checks in there, Hokianga, again, another great young talent here in New Zealand. Love watching her play. Another fearless player. They breed them tough, I'll tell you what.
Elise Gilbert misses from the Chemist Warehouse. 12-2. There is Hokianga straight into the action. Speaking of action, nice block. Gilbert did really well. Now she needs the cavalry to arrive. Good to see Caitlin O'Connell out there as well.
Absolutely. Both teams using their bench well.
She's come back from an injury. Mitchell underneath. Can't get it to go. Second time's a charm.
And again, just no box out there from the Phi. Mitchell able to get her own rebound, and a great job to stick with it. So she'll find herself at the Chemist Warehouse stripe for the and one opportunity. For the and one opportunity.
All happens so quick, doesn't it, in the Sky Broadband Rapid League? If you are new to this, 4x4 minute game, and it only features the players coming off the bench in tonight's GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi game. New innovation, world first, been going for a couple of years now in this competition, and it has really helped to develop so many young players coming through Speaking of young players, Rogers involved again.
That'll go off, and you nailed it. It's such a great chance for the players that might not see any court time in the Tauihi League to get a chance to play and also stay fit. Because if you're on the bench the whole season and then coach puts you in the game, you're going to be gassed within the first few minutes. So being able to play this game helps them stay fit, you know, gives them a chance to shine and as well as develop.
One of the great stories out of the Rapid League in the recently completed Sal's NBL season, there was a player in the first game of the season in Rapid League played more minutes than they did in 14 games the season before.
Wow.
Quite incredible. What a finish. Rogers again.
Well, when she gets going to that left-hand side, she is hard to stay in front of. And the Five's got a couple of lefties on their squad. So you see it here. Sees the mismatch, gets the finish underneath, but didn't even need the backboard on that one.
Nice work, Emma Rogers, and great start this evening for the Phi. They're out 14-5 after the opening 4 minutes. We know that they can score in bundles. It's all about the consistency. And the Hoiho, Nat Vizga there in the middle, they've got some work to do. Speaking of work, I wouldn't mind putting in a shift on a large meatball pizza. $30. That's this week's special with thanks to Sal's. There's the QR code. Bullet 2024 is a nice, easy online code as well. That's available until next Wednesday. The large meatball pizza. Good deal.
Steal. That's a steal of a pizza. I've never had a meatball pizza.
I'll tell you what everybody does need. They need some fibre. There's the fibre starter. $27.50 per month for the first 3 months, and the offer's been extended. So through until November the 17th now. Switch and save. Check out the T's and C's. There's the number. You know what to do. If you want to watch the Sky Broadband, in fact, you want to watch any sport, do it in style with the fibre starter. $27.50 a month for the first 3 months. That is a great deal. Chelsea D'Angelo, leading scorer, of course, for the Hoiho. What do they need to do here, Kaysen?
Well, they need to get the ball in the scorer's hand. They need to find Tyler Mitchell on the three-point line if they want to get the three ball going. But they need to handle the ball a lot better than they are right now. The Phi's not putting on that much pressure, but they're just looking a little bit frazzled on offense. It's driving in a lot. D'Angelo gets the roll. What a finish, and that's the way to start the second quarter.
That'll certainly help, won't it? The Victorian out of Terrelgan, a couple of hours out to the east of the city of Melbourne. Big three, and the Phi answer just like that through Palace Hokianga.
You've got to respect her, you know, you can't give her that open space. Coming off of that curl cut on the wing, she's gonna knock it down. You've got to get up in her face.
Mitchell inside, fed it through to D'Angelo, blocked. And again, Smiler doing really good defensively, but D'Angelo good enough to get a second opportunity.
Yeah, Kaylee Smiler defensively doing well this season. She is averaging almost a block here in the Rapid League this season, but unable to get that rebound on defense.
Langton. One side to the other, Kirasome now. Inside, outside, back to Eva Langton. That time a little bit too deep. The hustle underneath, the Hoiho come up with it.
That was a great offensive possession, just couldn't knock the shot down. And the Hoiho need an answer here. Minute and a half gone in this second quarter. They're within 8, but they need to get a stop here defensively. Try to bring that deficit down to 6, or even 5.
Michaela Cowling came back in on Thursday night for the fight. It was a tough night, it must be said. Just the 5 points. Good turnover here. Mitchell inside, and that's an easy 2 in the end for Abby Harris. Just getting back to Michaela Cowling, just getting that first run in is going to prove so beneficial, and I think she's going to have a big one here tonight.
Oh yeah, she is. It's a great shot there by Palace Hokianga. But going back to Cowling, it's tough to come back from a foot injury and then illness on top of that, and then expected to put up big numbers in your first game as D'Angelo gets another easy bucket for the Hoiho.
Coast to coast.
And they're within 6.
And they're making a move, aren't they? Mitchell with the foul there will send Hokianga to the Chemist Warehouse. There is Michaela Cowling. All smile, such a positive person. She's had a slow start or a delayed start, it should be said, to the season with a foot injury. Had surgery on it back in the States and landed in New Zealand and straight away came down with illness. Speaking of good things, Michaela Cowling goes all right at basketball. And when it comes to fuel, Waitomo goes very, very well. Scan that QR code, spin and win. Everybody, Kason, loves a little bit of free fuel.
Well, I would love some free fuel. I would need to scan that QR code myself. Trying to drive myself in here. I need that free fuel.
Nice, easy one for you. Waitomo Fuels, of course, have been looking after Kiwis for decades and decades. 21-13, 1:45 to play in the opening half here. GJ Gardner Homes at Tauihi tonight. The Whai will be coming in on a 5-game losing streak. The Hoiho coming in having won their last 2. That's still to come. Caitlin O'Connell.
Okay, Caitlin. That was a nice drive off the foot, fading away from the basket. Hoiho are within 6.
Come back well, and D'Angelo now with the steal. Has Mitchell out to the left. She's well covered. O'Connell, now things slow down again. D'Angelo doubled. And in the end, maybe just a cheapie to bail her out.
Yeah, you stole the words out of my mouth. A total bailout foul there, unfortunately, for the Whai. Defensively, they did a great job jumping that on-ball screen, but then just the lackluster foul at the end gives the Hoiho possession again and another chance to score.
Got plenty of time. Both teams still have their BNZ player timeout as well for this opening half. 1 per half for each team. Ball under the wing, leaving it short. Millie Simpson, Hokianga up quickly. The point guard quickly through hands. Are they going to get a shot out of this? They will in the end. Langton, no. Gee, it looked good off the hand, didn't it?
It looked so good. I thought it was in for sure. But they got the offensive rebound and they got another chance.
Hokianga tried to flick it through to Kuka. Standing in the way, Gallagher up and in. Samara Gallagher.
You see the look on her face. I think she was not expecting the backdrop of the goal to be that close to the baseline. Came out of nowhere.
It is close. Langton unable to finish. Good defense by Gallagher, and they're on a bit of a charge here.
Well, the Hoiho, you can never count them out. There are a bunch of determined gals, and they do not give up easily. Just a bit of a rush shot there. And fire back the other way. Kirasome blocked again. Great defensive stop there from the Hoiho, and they're going to use their BNZ player timeout with 2.7 seconds left in the first half.
Smart work. Elise Gilbert with the block. BNZ player timeout, and you know what that means? School groups, community groups, sports groups. There's that block. Scan that QR code on screen right now. Put in your group's details. The league will be in contact, and with thanks to BNZ, you can pick up some tickets to the big game to come along and see Tauihi this season. 5,000 tickets to give away. Such a great program. With thanks to BNZ, and right on the buzzer out of that BNZ player timeout. Nice setup for the Hoiho, but Gallagher unable to convert, and that'll do us to the half in the Sky Broadband Rapid League here in Taupō. The Whai lead it by 4, but importantly, Kason Bookman, the Hoiho, after a slow start, have got themselves right back into the contest.
Yeah, they fought their way back in, but that happened on the back of defensive stops, especially underneath, getting a couple of blocks, a couple of turnovers. As you see here, the points, Hokianga leading the way with 7 points. Langton not far behind with 5. Rogers, Kuka and Smiler, 3, 2, and 2 apiece. And you see the rebounds here pretty well spread across the Whai team. And you see Mitchell bringing down 3, Gilbert with 2, and assists. None for the Hoiho. They're all just doing it themselves.
Coast to coast.
Coast to coast, why not? 2 blocks for Elise Gilbert. 1 for Smiler.
She had a couple of good ones, didn't she? There's the steals as well. The Hoiho leading the stats there with thanks to Chemist Warehouse. It can be a little bit up and down, of course, with the Rapid League when it comes to shooting percentages, but in that first half, the Whai shooting at 43%, the Hoiho at 47%. It's been a high-quality contest.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, 21 and 17 in the first half. They're on, if they keep going at this pace, they're on par for about 40, maybe 50 points this game, which would be pretty high for a Rapid League score.
Right up there. In fact, I think the world record, given this is a world first competition, came in the Sal's NBL. From memory, the Rams put 60 on the board in a Sky Broadband Rapid League game during the season.
How did they do that? Threes?
Hit a lot of baskets. Hit a lot of baskets.
Maybe it was poor defense.
So the Fire back into the competition here. Really looking forward to seeing what they can deliver in Tauihi. That game coming up at 5 p.m. local time. Fair to say on Halloween, it was a horror story for the Tauranga Fire against the Kahu, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a game you probably don't want to relive if you're the Fire. It's a game you have to relive, unfortunately, as it's on the record books, but you nailed it. It was a horror to watch.
It was their biggest loss ever, in fact, in GJ Gardner Holmes Tauihi, 33-point margin. And I was a little bit surprised when I read through the stats. In their 10 games against the Kahu since this competition started in Tauihi, the Fire have never beaten them.
That's good for the Kahu.
It's great if you're a Kahu fan, fantastic.
You got to have a chip on your shoulder if you know the record. But again, you've got import players coming in who don't really know the history of the competition, and maybe they don't pay attention. But if you are a local player and you've played consistently for the team, it's something that you kind of want to change. You don't want that to be your known history. So, are defeated by a team in the competition.
Both teams with an opening chance here in the third quarter. D'Angelo now. O'Connell with that left shoulder heavily strapped. D'Angelo from downtown. Thought she was going to get the roll there for a moment. Emma Rogers, she's so quick up out of defense, isn't she?
Oh yeah, they love to push the pace. This Fire squad, they thrive in a full court pushing pace. They don't like the half court set as much. They do like to launch it from three, but again, if they can get going, get some easy baskets in transition, that's the type of game they want to play.
We get to see Lara McSpadden and Samantha Bowman lock horns again tonight in Tauihi as well. Those two players know each other's games really well. They play in the NBL 1 with Rockhampton. Their teammates, Alice Hokianga.
She is lighting it up.
And Kuka got it back on the inbound. So a bit of a purple patch here for the Fire. Just getting back to McSpadden and Bowman. Teammates in Australia. Then they come to New Zealand and find themselves going up against each other. Always interesting because you do spend a lot of time actually playing against each other in training, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And you get to know each other's ins and outs. And it'll be interesting to see how they go because they're both rebounding Goliaths. And so it'll be a little bit of a internal competition between them to see who can bring down the most boards. As Emma Rogers almost gets that one to fall. Kaylee Smiler is going to be called for the reach-in foul there. And good job by the Fire sticking with that play, applying the pressure. Hoiho need to get something going here on offense.
Hoiho yet to score in this third quarter. In fact, scoring has been a little bit tougher midway through. O'Connell. Mitchell now. I know she can hit a shot. Here's Gilbert from the deep right. Good rebound by Millie Simpson. They go again.
And that's what they need. Keep the offense alive. If you miss, crash the boards hard. You don't have a lot of time, so you need those second chances to try and score. As Kuka's going to be called for the foul here. Not sure what happened, but O'Connell had her in a bit of a spin cycle. Was able to draw the foul.
GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Here it is. And again, I think it's just a late bailout. It is.
I think it was just a little bit of a leg check there.
Here's Millie Simpson. Under pressure now from Hokianga. Hoiho, shot clock is counting down. Gilbert on the spin. That's a tough pass for O'Connell, and now she's just going to have to throw this up from three. Hits the front of the iron, and they're on the move again, the Fire.
Great defensive pressure from the Fire. Hokianga pushing it in, kicking it to Smiler. Can't get it to fall. Can't get the offensive rebound, and it's going to be the Hoiho ball coming the other way. But a good job there defensively from the Fire on the last possession, and here again, getting the deflection. in transition. Kind of fumbled the pass there, but they just need to slow down, try to get something going, get a good shot. Minute left to play in this third quarter.
I think Emma Rogers was in two minds then. Thought there was an easy two on the run and then thought about the pass at the last moment. Here she is battling with Caitlin O'Connell. And now they've got a 2-on-1 situation. Gilbert should finish, and she does.
With a little bit of help from the backstop there from the goal. Great job there. Both teams defensively picking up the pace, creating some turnovers. And the Hoiho are within 5.
Gotta say, really like what I'm seeing from this player, Emma Rogers. She's just relentless, always looking to move and attack. That pass doesn't come off.
Yeah, she's another player I think can afford to see a little bit more game time in Tauihi. Doesn't matter her age. She's obviously shown she can play with the best of them. She's a great driver, an even better defender. I'm pretty sure she was defensive MVP at Nationals.
Speaking of drivers, you can win some free fuel with thanks to Waitomo. There's the QR code. Scan, spin, and win. Great supporters of basketball in the country, and also the Tauranga Whai Waitomo. There's some free fuel up for grabs there. Not sure that Emma Rogers is old enough to drive yet, is she?
I actually don't think she is, which is so funny. So young, but yet so old on the court. She carries herself extremely well.
Well, here she is. She's aware of the shot clock. The opportunity's there right now. She steps back. That's going to fall short. Millie Simpson got a hand on it, didn't she? And now with 7 seconds to go, can the Hoiho answer the other way? Simpson on the drive. Ball under arm. She leaves it short. Late shot. No. Mitchell won't get there. And that'll do us to 3 quarters. It toughened up. In that third quarter, scoring was hard to come by. Margin is at 5 with 1 4-minute quarter left in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 1 result so far in round 5 Thursday night in the Rapid League. The Kahu getting the win over the Whai, 33-24. And of course, 1 game to come tomorrow afternoon. Rapid League at 2 p.m. Tauihi at 3 p.m. local time. Christchurch. We head down there to Cal Stadium. The Pauakai taking on the Queens.
That'll be a great game, and I cannot wait to watch it. Pauakai looking pretty good so far. You know, they're coming together, they're in form. So it'll be interesting to see how they play tomorrow night, afternoon.
Cassandra Brown, the story there, back into the team. She has been named to play for the Pauakai. The big Canadian centre has missed the last couple of weeks with a back injury. So the news is, if you're a Pauakai fan, grab your tickets and head down there, because Cassandra Brown will be playing. Tamari Key still out for the Queens with an ankle injury. There's the FIBA starter, $27.50 per month for the first 3 months. That offer has been extended until November 17. Switch and save. Grab some FIBA starter with thanks to Sky Broadband and that great deal.
I'm looking to switch. Maybe I should jump on that deal.
Well, you won't get any better than that up and down the country.
That's actually amazing. I want to know what it is after the first 3 months.
I'm going to make the phone call for you after the game.
Need to read the T's and C's.
Back underway last quarter, both teams with their BNZ player timeout. Margin 5. They need something early here. The Hoiho. A lot of body there from Langton. Doesn't matter. They've made it through into the hands of Abby Harris, and 1 opportunity at the Chemist Warehouse. Just the start they wanted.
What a great look. She was going to the left and looked back to the right with the post wide open. You see it here. Langton pressuring up. And then Jade Kirasome just helped way too hard on that. Left the Tyler Mitchell wide open. Sorry, not Tyler Mitchell. That's my bad.
Abby Harris?
Abby Harris. Sorry, Abby.
Do look similar.
They do look a little similar, and then I realized she was left-handed. That's my fault.
Margin back to 2. So all of a sudden, for all the good work that the Whai have done, game on. Langton hands it off. Long 3 doesn't go down. Gilbert. She wants to hand it off. She's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, a lot of contact there. Hockey Younger playing all over Caitlin O'Connell. She looks like she's just been put through the ringer.
Yeah, she does. She does. You see it here. Hokianga is one of those defensive players. She's not going to go away. She's super fit, so she can play the whole game up in your face, baseline to baseline. She's not going to get tired, as she saw there. Unfortunately, got the foul called on her, but look to see her defensive presence just be that much more energetic leading into the final minutes of this fourth quarter.
I think if I was playing against Palace Hokianga and she stepped over to play defense on me, it's an immediate sub. I'm out. Mitchell for three. Can't land the big bomb. That would have put them in front. Rogers. Here is Hokianga. That one deep. They will continue to live and die by the three. Here they go again. Two missed shots for Hokianga, but they get it back.
They are letting it fly from deep. I want to see a little bit more paint touches. But look, they are all camping out on the three-point line. And finally, the Hoiho able to come up with the defensive board. So about 17 opportunities there for the Phi on that possession.
Well, they do lead the league with 18 per game. And gee, I think Elise Gilbert might want her time back there again. Abby Harris was all alone underneath.
Yeah, great job there by Langton, using her length well, getting the block, getting the stop, giving the Phi the possession back with 2:30 left to play in this game.
And in those situations, you really do need to play the percentages. Abby Harris all alone underneath, 2-on-1 opportunity.
Yep. You got to know your personnel. You need to realize who's standing right in front of you. Try to hit that pass early, not wait too long. I think that's exactly what happened as Emma Rogers drives in again, unable to get the basket. Hoiho with possession. See what they come up with here.
Chance again to tie or take the lead. Simpson, tough pass inside, picked off by Langton, and here we go, the runners of the Phi. Little head wobble from Kirasome. The lefty for three, loves those situations. Unable to convert, and now quickly back the other way. Stop, prop, shoot, D'Angelo. And this is the up and back nature of Rapid League, isn't it?
Yep, it is. This has probably been the most pace we've seen so far this game. Urgency from both teams, trying to get the ball going in. Great backdoor cut from Jade Kirasome, getting her on the board. What a play, what a pass. Excellent execution on offense.
And a timely basket, both teams with loads of opportunities in this last quarter. Can the Hoiho respond? D'Angelo, head down, leaves it short. Hokianga, here we go, on the run. Kirasome to finish, can't do it.
Kaylee Smiler called for the foul there. Again, that's a great look. When they're in transition, they're passing the ball quick, getting the ball up the floor with pace. Just gotta get those finishes underneath. But I like that from the Phi. They're not wasting any time trying to dribble up one-on-one. They're looking up initially, getting the long pass, trying to get the easy layup.
And in the bonus as well. So here's a couple of easier looks for the Hoiho. Elise Gilbert at the Chemist Warehouse needs to nail these two. 58 seconds to play. First one is good. We're back to a one-basket game.
That's a great shot. She's shooting 67% on the season so far from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Let's see if she can improve that percentage. Oh, she doesn't.
Within three. Gotta say that climbing wall down one end of the floor is pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is.
It's a bit scary, to be honest.
Are you not a big rock climber?
Not today. Sophie Rogers is back out there. That's a tough pass, and that's going to go the way of the Hoiho.
Oh, that's a great defensive stop for the Hoiho. 40 seconds left to play, so they don't want to burn a lot of clock here. They need to get a quick, great look.
And no need to use their BNZ player timeout yet either.
No, it's too close to be using it just yet.
Still got some time, as you said. Double screen up high. And there's a bit of a reach in there by Kuka.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you have that big of a cluster up at the top, it's hard not to foul, and they will be in the bonus. And will it be D'Angelo shooting or Gallagher shooting? We'll see here.
Let's have a look. There's the hands. I I wonder if it's going to be Caitlin O'Connell.
Yeah, I reckon. Yep, good call there. Again, a chance here.
Need these. They've hit one of their last 3 from the coloured stripe.
In Rapid League, every free throw counts. It's not a high-scoring game. You've got to knock down the easy ones, as they have not come easy tonight for the Hoiho.
Back to within 2. Game is in the balance. 25 seconds to play. Both teams with their BNZ player timeout. Hoiho don't need to foul, but they have got fouls to give. Sophie Rogers from the corner. That shot way off. And the Hoiho come up with it. They've got a runner in D'Angelo, and she calls the BNZ player timeout. 10 seconds to play. They're within 2. And while they have a chat, the Hoiho players, and try and come up with a play, it gives you a chance at home to scan that QR code and grab some free tickets to the Tauihi this season. 5,000 tickets to give away. School groups, sports groups, community groups, tickets to the big game, with thanks to BNZ. And I've got to say, it has been extremely popular.
I was just going to say, I wonder how many tickets are left, because I know a few people that have signed up for it and received the tickets, and let me tell you, they are popular, and I imagine there's not too many left. So get your tickets now. Scan that QR code and try to get to a game. D'Angelo
to tie it up. Oh, won't get the second shot up in time. That was the opportunity, Kaysen, right there. That would have tied it up. Big chance there for the Hoiho. And somehow, out of all of that, the Phi have scraped through for the win. They take it 26-24. Gotta love a game that goes right down to the last shot.
Oh, absolutely. And the Phi need to take this energy into that Tauihi game. Beautifully done. As you see, Hokianga leading scorers with 10. D'Angelo for the Hoiho with 7. And Langton, Harris, Gilbert with 5 apiece. A little bit quiet night from the Rogers sisters, but rebounds, again, Hokianga doing a great job getting the boards. Gilbert leading the way with 6. And assists in favor of the Phi. Not too many for the Hoiho, and blocks, Gilbert with 2, Langton and Smiler with 1 apiece. Steals, massive steals for the Hoiho, but unable to convert on those in transition. So again, the Phi coming up huge in this game.
And that'll do us for the first one as the players head off back into the rooms. GJ Gardner Homes, Tauihi, not too far away from Taupō Events Centre here. A late Saturday afternoon game. That one coming your way from 5 p.m. local time in New Zealand. Great to have all of our fans and viewers around the world as well through ESPN and FIBA YouTube. First game is done for this one. The Phi get home in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 26-24. Coming up after the break, some of the best bits of Tauihi as we look back before we're back here at Taupō live for today's big game between the Northern Group Tauranga Phi and the Southern Hoiho. Join us shortly for that. Looking forward to it.
We're going to see who can So, for some reason, I've been able to pinpoint people who make the most points. So, what's your name? What's your name? Hey, Quinn. Can everyone please make some noise for Quinn? Make some noise for Quinn. What's your name? What's your name? Julia. So, everyone, please make some noise for Julia who won the ball over here. Sunday, guys. We are doing a giveaway to basketball very, very soon on the other side. So, get yourself ready. We're running off 27 minutes until the Tauihi kicks off. If you can tell me what city you're from, will be great. At the count of 2, let out what city you're from. 3, 2, 1. Where you from, people? We're asking you where you're from. Okay, if you can tell me, at the top of your lungs, I'm from Wellington, probably outside of Paleke, but I was representing Tauihi and the Whai for today. So, at the top of your lungs, tell me where you're from. 3, 2, 1, make some noise! Oh, okay, I get it. So the next thing is, you are representing the city, and these girls are visiting all the way from down at the leader. So shout out to Oki Booty. Now, me, I can tell, shout out to each and one, two. Shout out to each and one, let's go. The last of action minutes, and it's all I'll ready to spin and win and win some moolah today. Okay, guys, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. We appreciate everyone. Yes, man. Let's go. Here's the camera. Is going to step open to 60. So yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster.
His season is alive.
E for exciting, entertaining, energy, and epic. Tauihi Basketball, rated E.
Help me up, never let it fall. Help me roar like an animal. Back to the bone. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone.
Kia ora everyone, nā mai hara mai, hello and welcome to the middle of the North Island here in New Zealand, the Taupō Events Centre. Great to have you with us. The Northern Group Tauranga Whai desperately in need of a win, going up against an in-form Southern Hoiho. Saturday night hoops in the GJ Gardner Homes, Tauihi. Great to have you with us. Wherever you may be tuning in from right around the world, Justin Nelson and Kaysen Bookman with you. Good evening to you. So much on the line here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. The Whai is, for them, it's do or die time. Bottom of the ladder. They've lost the last 5 games. They really need to get something going. They've got to get a win tonight if they want to have a chance here in the final stretch of the season.
And have a look at this, the mixandbig.com poll, QR code right there, fun and free. You can get involved in that. There's some Sal's pizzas to win, but we are almost split right down the middle. 51% with the Whai, 49% with the Hoiho.
It makes sense because if you look at their stats side by side, they're basically the same. Both teams average the same points per game, similar rebounds per game. They shoot the ball just as often as one another, but the Hoiho have managed to get another win.
Well, here's the GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi ladder. The Kahu winning on Thursday night. Halloween, that was a horror show. The Kahu home by 33 over the Whai. The Queen sits second. They travel to Christchurch tomorrow. Hoiho have won their last two. The Whai have lost their last 5. Of course, it is round 5. Still a fair way to go through this season. Let's have a look at the games coming up. Pauakai and the Queens tomorrow afternoon. Rapid League at 2, Tauihi at 3. And then round 6 tips off on Thursday night. The Whai back at home to the Pauakai. Kahu up on Saturday against the Pauakai. So that means the Whai play the Hoiho today, Pauakai next Thursday. They're the two teams just above them on the ladder. If they lose both of those, that gap is starting to really look wide.
Yeah, it'll look dire for this Whai squad. So again, getting started tonight, making the statement early, trying to get out ahead, starting the game, not trying to fight back from a deficit like they did last time will be huge for them.
Hoiho starters for this one, Bradley Hurst, Cho, Richards and Bowman. Let's not forget when these two teams met a couple of weeks ago, the performance of Natalie Cho stopping Ashley Jones was quite remarkable.
No, it's outstanding when you have a caliber player like Jones held to below double digits. It's an insanely superb job done on defense.
Todd Marshall is the coach, and one of the stars is Chelsea D'Angelo. Let's go and have a chat with her now.
Chelsea, welcome to Taupō. As you guys go against the Whai team, what have you prepared for tonight's game?
Yeah, look, we've had a really good week of training, working on our defense a lot, really. We use that to our advantage the last few games that we've got some wins. So just really refining that.
You've got some really good matchups tonight with McSpadden going up against Bauman. What other matchups are you looking forward to?
Looking forward to seeing Nacho taking on Jones again. I think she played a really big role last game. Probably got us over the line, so looking forward to seeing that again.
Well, good luck for tonight, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Well, that's the matchup we were talking about, isn't it, Case? And I think we're all looking forward to seeing that again.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see because it'll be a different, I reckon you're going to see a different performance from Jones. She's trying to find her groove again after that slump she had in that game. So look to see a different game from her.
Here's the starters for the Northern Group. Whai, Jones, Dale, Snyder, Cowling, McSpadden. Great to see Cowling back, of course, but hello, McKenna Dale gets the start. Dare I say, it's about time.
Yeah, I think you and I agree on that one. McKenna Dale has more than earned her keep. She's making herself known in both Rapid and the Tauihi game, so it's only right that she's rewarded for her efforts.
Well, we just saw the young star Palace Hokianga leading the Whai to a win in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. She was brilliant in that game, and we had a chance to have a chat with her a little bit earlier on ahead of tonight's game.
Pally, as you guys go into tonight's game, I know you guys, this is an important game for you guys to get. You guys want to get right back on the track of a dub. What have you guys worked on this past week?
Yeah, obviously the last game was a tough game, but that game doesn't matter. So right now we're just looking to keep building and keep working together as a team, trusting our coaches and what they have for us to put out, and we just got to execute well, and we should be okay.
It's a quick turnaround for you guys. 48 hours, you guys played 48 hours ago. What's the game plan? You guys still going to push the ball?
Yeah, push the ball, get lots of stops on defense, shoot the ball, and just play with good high energy.
Good. You've had a busy year with basketball, with international stuff, your school stuff, and now with the Whai. If you were to tell a young person or a young lady that's playing the game of basketball, what advice would you give to them?
I would say keep working hard because things just don't come like that, so you've got to keep working hard if you really want something.
Thanks, Pally. Good luck.
Always great to see a young 17-year-old in front of the cameras.
Yeah, but talk about pressure. Oh, my gosh.
Byron Vitoi going easy on her there. Hey, listen, that game on Thursday night, there's some fascinating stats out of that. It was the Whai's biggest ever loss in Tauihi, going down by 33 points. Their second lowest score ever, and their 10th straight loss to the Kahu. They've never beaten them.
Well, you know, that's a stat you don't want to have in your record books, unfortunately for the Phi. But again, as you have the imports coming in, they don't know that. So again, that's, I think the people that are there, the local talent, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder, and hopefully we're going to see a different game from them tonight.
Chemist Warehouse head-to-head. Look at all those L's in the left column. Three-point attempts is an interesting one for me, but that Jones and Cho matchup, it is a fascinating side story, but a big story to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've got Nat Cho, who can score on offense, but defensively, she's just making herself a standout for defensive MVP of the year, holding Ashley Jones to such a low scoring game the last time these two met up. Is an incredible effort from her. There
is Ashley Jones, superstar shooter out of Iowa. And if you're wondering why we're talking about that matchup so much, Jones averages 23 points a game up against Natalie Cho. There she is on screen when these two teams last met. And of course, the Hoiho got that win. Jones had 8 points on 2 of 10 shooting. Her first score in the game was with 59 seconds to play in the third quarter, and her first field goal in the game was with 4 minutes 10 seconds to play in the last quarter. I mean, that is a defensive stopper's triumph.
That, honestly, that's every coach's dream, to have at least one player on your team who you know you can stick on anyone and they're going to hold them to a low shooting night, which Nacho, we talked about it earlier off camera. She's not an in-your-face defender, but she's so incredibly solid, and she just stays between you and the basket and just makes your life a living hell if you're an offensive threat for the opposing team.
You can be guaranteed that Nacho will head straight to Ashley Jones here tonight. Look, one of the good things, or one of the positive things that comes out of Thursday night's horror show in Auckland for the Hoiho, for the, I should say the Phi, going down by 33, is they get to step back out on court 48 hours later.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's the best thing that can possibly happen.
Oh yeah, sometimes in that case, if you're the Hoiho, you might be like, oh man, they're gonna come with a fire under their bum. So you're going to see a completely different squad, especially with that woman there, number 44 in the top of your screen, McKenna Dale. Having her in the starting lineup might completely change the dynamic.
Oh, look at the nerves here. How good is this? The fans are such a big part of this competition, and you just love to see pictures like this. The young ball carrier delivering the Molten to the coin officials and getting the cheers and the high fives. What a moment for that.
Do you reckon that's her Halloween costume that she's been wearing since Halloween?
Oh, I think it's just a wonderful way to dress up on a Saturday night.
Oh, she put on her best ball gown.
Underway, and it will be the Phi with the opening possession here tonight. Round 5 action, GJ Gardner-Holmes, Tauihi, the Phi up against the Hoiho. And desperate times for the home team. 5 straight losses. They've got to find a way to win tonight. This would be a big start from Jones. Leaves it short. Rebound, Bowman, and here come the Hoiho for the first time.
Well, I mean, you saw the confusion there on offense. Cowling coming in, only her second game this season. Just not really sure what to do on offense. They were in a horn set. Just couldn't get anything going as Richards with the left. Can't get that one to fall, and the Fire pushing the other direction.
McKenna Dale into the starting lineup. She fires from deep as well. This Phi team puts up more three-point attempts than any other team in the competition. What a pass to Bowman, in and out, gets it back. Was there contact? Yes, there was.
Yeah, definite contact there from McKenna Dale. Good job by Bowman to stick with that one. Really like that play from her. I think for both teams, getting her and McSpadden involved more is really going to help, because they're both averaging 77, which it's high-ish, but you can get a lot more points on the board from the easy lays and the shots from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Sal's NBL superstar Byron Vitoi watching on in the background there, working the sidelines for Sky Sports. Oh, what a player he was.
Yeah. Yep, you know more about his history than I do, unfortunately, but I'll let you talk about it.
Bit of a better basketballer than what I ever was, I can tell you that. Ashley Jones is off to the Chemist Warehouse. #1 player in the league to get to the stripe, and she'll be hoping to get her eye in nice and early here
Oh yeah, Ashley Jones, she's amazing from the line. She's shooting 80%, 44 for 55 on the season. Keep in mind, they've only played 6 games, so that's a lot of trips to the stripe. She nails the first one. Almost bet that she'll nail the second one.
Well, let's not forget, Ashley Jones.
Oh.
Put her off there, didn't you?
I did.
Played with 3 WNBA teams in 2023, so she's got some great experience, an elite player in the competition this season.
No one really talks about how hard it is to switch teams 3 different times in one season.
That's incredible.
She's got to learn 3 different systems, 3 different styles of play, and a completely different roster, and no help side D there from the Phi. Complete confusion, and the Hoiho capitalize.
Sammy Bowman with the basket. She's a big presence in this game here this evening. 4-1, early stages. McSpadden, 3-point attempt from the corner. Rebound, Bowman. Under pressure from Jones, who strips it back, looking for contact. No whistle there.
And there's Nat Cho, just solid as ever, not even going for the block or anything, keeping her hands up, staying in her cylinder, and getting the stop.
Bowman, patience. Snyder reaching in. Snyder had 20 against her former team last time out. Here's Paige Bradley. She's crafty, can shoot from deep. That one not too far away.
I looked on, and Lena Snyder fortunate that she didn't blap that one in her face, because she gave her just enough room for her to let it off.
Cowling playing as the point guard. Jones on the step back. Oh, nearly got the drop. Good work, McKenna Dale. Pass inside. Jones on the attack, and she's back to the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, you know, if you're the Phi team, get the ball in her hands. She can create a lot inside the paint. She can draw the foul, and she gets herself to the Chemist Warehouse stripe again. You know, she's just such a strong player underneath. So if you can find her inside, you know she's either going to get the bucket or she's going to find herself at the stripe.
Well, we know that Chemist Warehouse is a big supporter of basketball here in New Zealand, but surely there's some sort of personal deal coming up for Ashley Jones, isn't there, this season? It's got to be.
She might get
free
a sponsorship.
shopping trip or something.
Start tagging them on her Instagram or something, get some deals. And she pops it from 3, can't get it to go, and Cho cleans up the board, brings it the other way.
I do like the fact that the Phi are looking to get Jones going early here. They'll be more than aware of that matchup last time. Here's Paige Bradley with some space. Away to the left, Richards underneath. Keeps it alive? Yes, she does. And turns back to the basket, Zoe Richards.
She's so confusing because she shoots the ball right-handed, but every time she goes to the basket, it's in her left hand.
Dale to Schneider to Cowling. Some big players teaming up for the 3.
Hey, she'll love to see that one going in. When you can get some powerhouse scorers like Cowling and Jones going, you are in for a good night.
I've got to say, immediately they look more switched on than they did Thursday night. Richards, little pull-up jumper's nice.
Like I said, she left-handed or right-handed. I believe she's ambidextrous, and a great little bunny there from Richards.
Cowling, glint in her eye. What a pass to McSpadden. And now she's going to head to the coloured stripe.
This is the type of chemistry that we've not been seeing from the Phi in the past 5 games. Now, granted, Cowling's now got her feet wet. She's got 1 game under her belt. And we see Eva Langton coming into the game. This was our scouting report coming into this matchup. We wanted to see a little bit more from Eva Langton, as she is having a great show out in Rapid League consistently each game. So love to see her getting into the game early.
Oh, I like this. This is a much better look for the Phi. McSpadden. The Aussie puts the second one down. It's a 1-point ball game, and look at the pressure up the floor.
I mean, look at the length that the Phi have as well. Everyone is about 6 foot and up. So this is a great, tall, athletic-looking team.
Hurst lost it. Langton can't keep it in.
Yeah, just unfortunate there for Hurst. Lost the handle, and then Langton can't clean up the steal. So it'll stay in possession with the Hoiho.
I know there's a long way to go, Kaysen, and the games do tick over quickly, but it really feels like the season is on the line tonight for the Phi.
It really does, and they are playing like it is on the line, which we love to see. especially after that Halloween performance on Thursday, and 3 seconds in the lane.
It was on Bowman, who was in there protecting some space for Zoe Richards to run through. Well picked up by the coin officials. Here's Langton. Oh, she's got some space here to fire away. It was bang on target.
I love that. I want to see her get going because she is one of the highest three-point percentage shooters for this Phi team.
Bowman, nice little fake, wasn't it? Left it short on the reverse. Bowman and Mick Spadden, teammates in Australia, enemies on the court here tonight. Jones has Hurst on her right now. Cowling to the corner. Langton well set. Oh, well done, Ashley Jones.
Beautifully done by Jones. If she's not scoring, she's facilitating, she's crashing the boards hard. This is the type of player that we love to see.
Looks like she's on a bit of a mission tonight. The Phi never led against the Hoiho last time they played. Paige Bradley.
Doing Paige Bradley things. What a strong take. An assertion to the basket from Paige Bradley. You see it here with Cowling on her. Shortest one in that screenshot there, and still managed to get the shot. The bank, she definitely called bank, I heard her say it, and she'll have a chance for the and one play.
I think in the basketball dictionary case, and there is such a thing as Paige Bradley things.
Yep, it's in my dictionary. It'll be in yours too.
Oh yeah, the mercurial. And she brings that margin out to 2. Here's Jones against Cho. The big matchup we're watching tonight. McKenna Dale into the starting lineup. Cowling inside. Mick Spadden wanted it. Oh, bailed out big time. Bowman with the foul. Love to see that again.
Oh yeah, let's see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay on that one.
Not sure. There was too much there. Here we go. You ask, you will receive. Gee whiz.
Yeah, that's just good defense. Great defense from Bowman.
That's when, as a player, you say, thankfully, we've got 6 fouls to give.
Yeah.
Langton for 3.
Yeah!
There you go.
Love that. Great shot from Langton. Great find from the Phi. Using all players tonight, scoring from every possible angle.
Great to see Eva Langton getting some early minutes here. Cho with the miss. Dale with the rebound. Cowling to settle. WNBA star, Defensive Player of the Year 2023 Tauihi, and All-Star 5. Snyder keeps it alive.
Beautiful job there by Snyder, staying on that play. The Phi just look way more active than they were on Thursday against the Kahu. Like you said, they are on a mission. Still, with the way that they're playing, this game is a lot closer. And now they're down, but you'd think with the way the Phi are playing, it'd be a more significant lead, but in fact, they are now down by 1.
Hurst with the nice feed there to Bowman. And as much as we've been talking about the Phi, that's a loose pass. Hoiho have won their last 2. So they're just starting to warm their season up after losing the opening 3 games of the season. They actually started the season, Kaysen, with that very tough road trip when you look back now against the Queens and the Kahu.
Yeah, that's a really tough way to open the season with such strong teams. But they have bounced back and they regrouped. And as a team, I'd say defensively, they are one of the better teams out there.
Here's Cho running out of real estate. Gave it up. Kitasome is into the action. McKenna Dale.
Great pass in transition. McKenna Dale, you hit her in her shooting pocket. She is going to drain it, especially in rhythm. What a great shot from McKenna Dale.
And now the Phi out by 2. Basket for basket. D'Angelo, that one away to the left.
Looked good, just a little bit short. I would have liked to see a little bit more action. You see this replay here. McKenna Dale in the open court, proving she is worthy of that starting position.
Spent some time in the Aussie WNBL last season. Snyder now on Richards. Second effort. Can't get it to go, but will head to the Chemist Warehouse.
I think scoring for her this seems a little bit tough, you know? She just not getting her massive numbers like she's used to from the 2022 season, but you saw it there. She is a force underneath.
She's averaging about 10 points a game less than that 2022 season when she was in Hoiho colours. And you mentioned McKenna Dale starting tonight. It is such a key move because in her time coming off the bench so far this season, 11 points a game in 27 minutes. As a starter in 2023, 18 points a game in 34 minutes.
Yeah, she was lights out from behind the arc last season. It was really fun to watch as Elise Hurst tries to get going from deep. Talk about shooters. She is another great shooter who hasn't really had a chance to get going this season, but hopefully that's going to change for her tonight. As Jones was looking for the pass, but ended up shooting it instead, and it'll be a jump ball going in the way of the Hoiho.
4-point ball game. 2:27 to play in the first quarter here in Taupō tonight. Great to bring elite level basketball to different areas of the country. There's that jump and possession with the Hoiho.
Zoe Richards on the ground, as per usual, jumping on that ball.
I don't think anybody hits the deck more than Zoe Richards.
Definitely not. She needs to get some elbow pads as well.
Here's Bradley. Kitasomi doing well defensively. D'Angelo wants Nat Cho to help out. Does she slip it off? She does.
Shoot it.
Got to get something up here late in the shot clock. Look at Zoe Richards keeping it alive. Can they make something shine here? No, they can't.
No, unfortunate there, but I would have liked to see Nat Cho shoot that ball initially when she was open. Kirasome can't knock that one down. Zoe Richards cleaning up the boards yet again.
Dominating the glass at the moment, isn't she, Zoe?
Good slip.
She'll like this opportunity here. Again, she can't make the most of that. Margin stays at 4. Dale, a lot of contact there. McSpadden and Richards.
Richards on the ground again, but off the elbow of McSpadden. When you've got McSpadden in transition, you've got to hit her.
Oh, Paige Bradley, super slick, just finds a way to score the American.
So fun to watch, Paige Bradley. So steady, consistent, game in and game out.
Good positioning inside by McSpadden. Nat Cho nowhere to go.
Yeah. That's a good foul there from Nat Cho, not give her the chance. But if you're the Phi, you've got a list of scores at your disposal. You've got to find McSpadden underneath. And then if she's not there, she can't get that easy lay, then she can kick it out to the shooters for an easy shot. I think that's what was missing a little bit from the last game. Not a whole lot of action inside.
First one is good from the Chemist Warehouse. One game to come in round 5. Tomorrow afternoon, we head to Christchurch. 2 p.m. Rapid League, 3 p.m. Tauihi, the Pauakai hosting the Queens. Nick Bewley, Maya Williamson looking after you all. Of course, all the action live on Sky Sport, ESPN throughout the states. FIBA YouTube around the world and Sky Sport TikTok tomorrow as well. Hope you can join us for that. Here's Zoe Richards, head down, cannons into the body of McSpadden. Puts it down, bonus coming up. Poor Lara McSpadden had nowhere to go then.
Absolutely not. A beautiful job there by Zoe Richards, clearing the space and getting that nice left-hand finish. You'll see the replay here. Turns down the first look, takes the hit, and finishes with the left. Beautiful work. And she shoots the free throw with the right hand. That's why it's so confusing, because she's so good with her left hand inside, and then she can just pull up with her right hand from behind the arc, inside the arc. Ambidextrous Zoe Richards.
And we're back to 1. Smiler into the action now as well for the Phi. So they've been rotating strongly in this first quarter. D'Angelo is fouled.
That was a smart play there from Elise Hurst. She found D'Angelo leaking out early, and instead of taking that dribble immediately after the rebound, just pitches it ahead, and D'Angelo has a chance to bring the lead for the Hoiho. Claim the lead.
One or the other.
One or the other.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying.
Familiar face on the baseline there as well for our Australian viewers through FIBA YouTube. Drew Fenton in the house having a chat there with Lauren Vaitoe. Of course, Drew coaches the Cyclones up north, where both Lara McSpadden and Samantha Bowman play in NBL 1. Just a little bit of education there for you. There you go.
Appreciate it.
Margin at 1. Hoiho back in front. Something late here for the Phi maybe. Smiler, big elbow there. As soon as you extend that arm, Kaysen, Coin officials, they rarely miss that.
Yeah, I mean, well, with the gap Elise was giving her, the elbow was very obvious. You could see it from a mile away. When you've got your defender up a little bit closer, then it's a bit easier to get away with it. But when there's that much space, they're going to call that all day long.
By the way, should have mentioned the Cyclones are from Rockhampton. Beautiful part of the world. Oh, opportunity there for Mitchell. Late chance here. Snyder, Cowling, look out on the buzzer. Unable to land the big three. And that'll do us for the opening quarter here tonight in Taupō. This has been a good one. A lot on the line for the Phi, coming in with 5 straight losses. And the Hoiho sensing their chance. They lead it by 1. Second quarter coming up after the break. Now, my hockey mail, welcome back to Taupō Events Centre tonight. GJ Gardner-Holmes, Tauihi. Hoiho leading it by 1 after the first. Really good contest unfolding here. Justin Nelson, Kaysen Bookman with you, and I just saw your eyes light up, Kaysen, as soon as you saw the large meatball pizza. We'll get back to that in just a moment. What a big start to the second quarter for the Phi. And guess who? McKenna Dale.
She has that ability to light it up from behind the arc, and then it's a beautiful job from the Phi to find her and hit her in her shooting pocket, so she has an easy chance to knock down that 3.
Zoe Richards, 7 points, 4 rebounds in the opening quarter, adds 2.
Hey, feed her the ball. She is on. And a great look underneath.
Game high score at the moment, Zoe Richards with 9. You can take the girl out of Dunedin, but you can't take Dunedin out of the girl. What a player she is, Zoe Richards. There she is getting after it with Lara McSpadden, who steps out of court. She really has been, Zoe Richards, just from the inception of Tauihi back in 2022, she really has been the central piece to the culture and everything this Hoiho team brings, hasn't she?
Yeah, and she's such a beautiful person as well, just like so humble. The Hoiho still have it, but yeah, she's a huge part of the Hoiho program.
Easy 2 there for the Phi. Hayley Smiler. And it really is basket for basket. Here's Bowman inside. Cowling getting across and helping out.
Great help side defense from Cowling. Early recognition. She saw McSpadden was sealed high, and so she came down the backside and was able to deflect that pass.
Casey Frank and I caught up with Michaela Cowling on Thursday night in Auckland and just could not wipe the smile off her face. Just so happy to be back out on court and playing. Coming off that foot injury, of course. Heavy contact underneath.
None other than Zoe Richards in there, always in the dogfight. Ashley Jones taking a bit of a hard hit on that one.
2 players with knee pads for good reason.
Well, for Jones, she usually hits the deck when she takes it in to the key, as Cowling again with another heads-up defensive play.
Just read it like an open book, and how's the pass to Jones on the move now? Left it behind, picked it up herself. And they go again, shot clock at 12. Cowling, tough pass, looking for McSpadden. Bowman, big, strong, clinical. D'Angelo, yes, that's a good basket, both ends of the floor. The work rate really high for the Hoiho.
Yeah, it's really good for the Hoiho, getting that defensive stop and pushing the pace. Michaela Cowling can't get it to drop. See if they can do the same exact thing here. But for the Hoiho, it always starts on defense. Their defensive presence helps them out so much in transition. They can get those turnovers and capitalize. They're gonna have a heyday tonight as D'Angelo tries to go again. In and out.
Bowman up to 6 rebounds now. Nice little hand in there by Hurst. McSpadden goes again. Bowman called for the foul, or will it be D'Angelo reaching in?
Yeah, D'Angelo reaching from behind. Again, great job from McSpadden. I love seeing that from her, working and sealing underneath. It's exactly where she needs to be with her height and her presence underneath. If she gets it, great. If not, she's probably going to be fouled, as Bowman's is slightly undersized compared to her. But again, D'Angelo called for that one from behind.
Phi shooting at 27% from the field so far tonight, and whilst Coach Alex Stojkovic probably isn't happy with that, I think on the other hand, he'd be a little bit happier because they shot a league worst ever 17% from the field on Thursday night against the Kahu.
Not great, but I just want to add something. McSpadden, I've been watching her this season, and on her free throws, she does this little routine where she shifts the ball to her left side and then back to the right, and her shooting percentage from the line was awful. But she's taking that shift out, catching and just keeping it in the shooting pocket, and you've seen a huge improvement from her free throw tonight. And I really wanted to, if I were her coach, I wanted to take that aspect out of her game, and coach did the job for me.
Well, she's 6 of 6 from the Chemist Warehouse tonight. Late in the shot clock here, McSpadden to add 2. Bowman gets after it. Now, who's this going to go with? Because the shot definitely got up in time, so...
It was Ashley Jones was definitely out of bounds. Yep. Right call there from the coin official. But a good job crashing from her and Kirasome. Try to give them a second chance.
6:40 to play in the opening half here. Really tight ball game. Both teams have their BNZ player timeout. They've only met once earlier this season. Hoiho got the win. Bradley searching for contact and gets it. That was a please, can I hear a whistle?
Yeah, that was a prayer and a half. But when you've got someone like McSpadden right in your face, that's what you have to do. When you have the ball that low, you just throw it up and hope. I hope you get the call, and she did.
15 of the Phi's 24 shots so far in this game have come from outside the arc.
Wow.
No team has more three-point attempts in a game than the Phi. 4 of 15 so far from deep. Here's Jones. We know she can hit a 3, and she's going to have another crack. Why not?
With the step back as well. What a shot from Ashley Jones.
She moves to 7 points in the game. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. She just creates her own space. McSpadden did well there as a bit of a decoy.
Yeah, absolutely. McSpadden, great job with that on-ball screen. Again, beautiful work from the superstar Ashley Jones.
So margin at 4. D'Angelo, red hot pass. Oh, Bowman should have done better than that. She will be very disappointed with that miss.
Yeah, especially as a big, that's the one you don't want to miss. You work so hard, get underneath, just can't capitalize.
6 points, 5 rebounds so far tonight for Samantha Bowman, and that's the easiest shot of the night she's had. All of the stats, of course, with thanks to Chemist Warehouse. Margin at 4. McSpadden, just a slip-through pass to the run of Smiler.
These are the kind of baskets that you hope for when you're the Phi, as they don't come easily. Paige Bradley with the step-through, unable to convert. And again, it's the Phi in transition. This is looking like a completely different Phi team than we saw on Halloween.
And this is the biggest lead of the game right now. And, nearly at another 3. How did that miss?
I don't know, but it looks so good.
Have you got a physics degree? Can you tell me?
Well, I'm learning physics, so I can.
Are you?
Give me a semester.
That one halfway down, stripped. Michaela Cowling, easy layup for her. Rewards herself from one end to the other. Timeout called by Todd Marshall. And look at MC, pumped up this Phi team. Badly needing some confidence. There's the pick, there's the strip, there's the finish. Michaela Cowling, easy as you like.
I thought she was going to dunk that one. I was really hopeful. But again, she defensive MVP, so she's showing her presence on defense. And she was sorely missed in the previous 5 games. I'll tell you that much.
Well, I'll tell you what hasn't been sorely missed, because we've been talking about it through the Rapid League tonight. First chance in this game. Grab your phone, scan that QR code on screen right now, and with thanks to Waitomo Fuel, you can spin and win free fuel up for grabs. Can I just say that again? Free fuel with thanks to Waitomo. I know you're scanning it right now.
I'm scanning it now. I'm actually scanning it. That'd be great. I need some fuel.
There you go. Get on board with thanks to Waitomo. They have been supporting Kiwis for decades and decades. Big partners of basketball up and down the country. And there's some free fuel up for grabs. Spin and win with Waitomo.
Actually, can I just say, nobody scan it so I can win it, please?
33-25. The Phi have made their move. And we mentioned earlier that loss on Thursday night. The best thing that can possibly come from it is the chance to very quickly get back on court and seek some redemption. And so far tonight, it's been okay.
Yeah, I mean, they came to play. They definitely, I think with the switch in the lineup as well, really helped them come out with a strong start. Having McKenna Dale's presence, the length, the athleticism, as Zoe Richards answers back with a nice little short corner shot.
She's up to 11 now. Jones again draws contact.
So Zoe Richards getting matched up with Ashley Jones. Jones has been able to draw a couple of fouls on her.
It's her 3rd now, Zoe Richards, so she's probably going to take a break here. She is. Jones will head back to the stripe. She's 2 of 4 so far tonight. I think, as you mentioned earlier, 80%. That's a rock climbing wall in the distance, by the way. That is scary.
I think it looks pretty cool.
Did you see any of the rock climbing at the Olympics, by the way?
I didn't even know it was a thing at the Olympics.
That is tough. If you haven't seen it, I won't go on with the conversation, but boy, how they do that.
Oh, did you ever see the movie Free Solo, where that guy climbed the mountain without any sort of support or restraints or anything?
I haven't, but we've done well to change the subject.
Well, it's more impressive than that wall, I'll tell you that.
Paige Bradley, turnover. Bowman was the target, picking it off. Smiler had some runners. Oh, the pass was just too late in the end, and it's just that indecision, isn't it? Do I go early? Do I go late?
Yeah, you've got to make a decision way earlier than that, and you can't change your mind. You've either got to go or dish, especially when you're in a 2-on-1 situation. And unfortunately, she faked both of them out.
Hoiho needs something here. Gallagher, Cho, Bradley, good pass inside. Bowman, slick stuff there from the Hoiho.
I love that from Bowman. It was a great cut to the basket, even better find, getting her slipping, getting that easy look as Cowling tries to make something happen. Just a little bit of a wild layup there.
Took the tough option, didn't she? Here's Bowman down low. Snyder in front of her. Bowman backs it out. Gets the run of Hurst. Hurst bounce pass inside to Bowman. A tricky one at her knees.
I like the look though. Get her involved. Try to get her under the basket. It's a great offensive set. Touch the paint. Either go in or dish it back out. As we got a timeout here. You see the play here. Dish by Hurst just a little bit low, and Kaylee Smiler was there to tie it up. So again, great job defensively from Smiler.
Margin at 5. Oh, now I've been waiting for this tonight. We were talking about this on Thursday night. Coachmate, level up your coaching game. There's the QR code. Now, this is completely free. Have you heard of Coachmate?
I have heard of Coachmate, but I want you to tell me all about it.
Well, get on board. What Coachmate have done, it is brilliant. It covers so many different sports. And of course, in junior sport, grassroots sport, there's so many coaches who are out there for the first time as well. They're learning their way. Parents, of course, get involved. They want to help out. They volunteer their time to help the kids and get them out there playing. And of course, you take the job as coach. What do I do now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, Coachmate is the way to go because it steps you through. It helps you set up practices. It helps you with skills and the things that you should be talking about and teaching these young athletes. Pick your game, pick your sport. There's the QR code. Again, free. Download the app. Coachmate, it is brilliant.
I'm going to be downloading it after this. I am a coach myself, so I know exactly what you mean when you're starting out. You don't really know what to do, especially with the youngsters, because again, they don't really know what's happening, and you don't really know what's happening, so you've got to find a way to get on the same page as them and to try to teach them the very basics and build it up. And so having a plan, having it just laid out for you is incredible.
Sometimes it's a little bit scary as a parent when someone says who wants to coach and every parent beside you steps backwards. You're the only one standing in front.
You get voluntold to do it.
Absolutely. Coachmate is definitely the tool to help you. Margin at 5, 3:05 to play in this first half. Scoring's been a little bit tougher in this second quarter. Paige Bradley can change that.
Right on cue as well. She has been red hot from inside the lane tonight. Again, Hoiho still hanging in there, only down by 3.
Bradley moves to 8, Cowling for 3. Here's Bradley again. And look at Cowling just stepping across. How many steals tonight?
That's about 3 off the top of my head in the last few minutes. As Ashley Jones in transition can't get it to fall as Kirosome called for the offensive foul. Must have just pushed in the back of Elise Hurst, but she's called for it. Possession to the Hoiho. Again, defensive stop here. You almost see the play. It must have been on Paige Bradley's back. But again, you can't do that. Can't get away with it. Coin officials see everything.
And you are spot on. 3 steals tonight for Michaela Cowling, leading the way.
I mean, if your person is being guarded by Michaela Cowling and she's in transition, I probably wouldn't throw that ball because more than likely Cowling will end up with it.
Here's Gallagher. Loads of experience. The pass right into the pocket of Gallagher. Hurst loves a 3. Back of the iron. Dale scoops it up.
Talk about that pass from Sammy Gallagher, though. Just threading the needle. Beautiful find.
Jones. And again, just a clip on the way through. I think that'll be Paige Bradley.
I think Bradley has a few more to give than Bowman, so hopefully that is called on her.
Inside the last couple of minutes. Feel like I'm at a disco and a game of basketball's broken out. Jones has it knocked out of her hands by Cho.
And Cho just showing her presence defensively. So solid.
Jones had 8 points against the Hoiho last time they met. She's got 8 points so far in the first half tonight. Snyder for 3. Rebound, Cho. And Paige Bradley again wants to pick up the tempo. Bowman, turnaround jumper, leaves it short.
It's a good look there from Bowman, but good job by the Phi to clean it up.
Look out for Dale in the corner here. She's got some space. Other side of the court, Snyder hasn't seen her. And now she goes it alone. Once, twice. Loose ball.
Took one to the face.
There was a Falcon in there as well. And guess who ends up heading to the stripe?
None other than Ashley Jones, who is currently 3 for 6 from the stripe tonight. You see, just...
Oh, there's the Falcon. Lena Snyder caught that right on the edge of the nose.
Oh, it's not a nice feeling when that ball comes firing in at your face and your hands aren't there.
I know we've got the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Not sure that I'd want to see that in slow motion.
No, not at all.
She did not expect that. Here's Jones. What have you made of the matchup so far in the first half? Cho and Jones, who just puts down her 9th point.
I mean, Nat Cho's on 0 points, so offensively, her presence hasn't been felt, but she's doing a good job. I mean, Jones, she's now in double digits, but again, keeping a player like Jones to this low, I'd say low scoring for her is a pretty great job, because we've seen her drop 30 in a game with ease. So again, Nat Cho doing her job well tonight.
And just 2 field goals in the opening half for Jones as well. So most of her points have come from the stripe. Dale Cowling, what a play for the Phi.
That's knowing your personnel. You know you've got an athlete like Cowling on the run. Great job from McKenna Dale just to lob it up to her, and getting the finish in the air is Michaela Cowling.
Margin at 7. D'Angelo now, little hesitation. She does that so well.
She really does. I'm not sure what the buzzer was there, but...
Be timeout for the Phi.
Yep, timeout.
Very rarely does Chelsea D'Angelo, with defense in front of her, get all the way on the drive. She just pulls it back with the hesitation. Watch this. On the move, she knows exactly right there what she's about to do.
Yep, it's a move that she has obviously perfected. She knows how the defense is going to shift, and she can just pivot, right back, pull up. Beautiful work.
Sells Hoopheads every Thursday night here on Sky Sport. Join Brooke Rusco and the team. Of course, we had that big announcement during the week. The Indian Panthers expansion teams coming to the Sal's NBL and GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi in season 2025. How exciting. Indian-owned teams to be based in South Auckland. A very big welcome to the Indian Panthers.
I mean, it's such a cool thing to bring in other teams and bring a little bit of variety. You know, you get used to playing the same people over and over and over again, especially if you grow up playing in New Zealand. You like to play different talent, see different styles of basketball play. So again, I think that's going to bring a new, fresh perspective to this league, and you know, put a little twist in the works.
And maybe some new fans. There's only 1.45 billion, I think, in India.
Yeah, it'd be nice for them to come over.
Looking forward to seeing the Indian Panthers in 2025. And have you seen the logo, by the way? Cool logo.
I just saw it earlier. You showed it to me. It's actually,
I did too, you're right.
It is pretty fierce. I do like it.
That was set up beautifully for television, wasn't it? Have you seen the logo? Yes, I have. You showed it to me. Back underway.
Like it was scripted.
Cowling to Jones. Off the boards, Cho, her 6th rebound of the game. They do have their BNZ player timeout. I don't think they're switched onto it. Hurst is going to get on the drive instead. Rebound underneath, missed opportunities, both teams. And look at that. I think McKenna Dale just saying to Lena Snyder, we've got our BNZ.
Yeah.
Well, there's a foul that's been called here.
Really?
Well, let's just have a look at what the call is. We're going to get time on the clock here. It may have been double dribble. It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She did double dribble, but I didn't think there was too much time. But hey, great chance here for the Hoiho.
Well, they've just had their own mini BNZ player timeout there amongst the confusion. Now, what are we going to get on the clock here? Because depending on how long is left, we'll play out a fair bit with what the Hoiho can do, or more importantly, cannot do.
I reckon 1.5 or 0.5.
Well, we've had a scoreboard reset as well, so that's not helpful. We can tell you that the Phi lead at 38-33. So this is our own BNZ player timeout right now. In fact, whilst everyone has a chat about what the scoreboard's going to do, that might give us a chance to talk about the BNZ player timeout. There you go, right on cue. There's the QR code, scan away. School groups, community groups, sports groups. Fill in your group's details. 5,000 tickets to give away to Tauihi games. You can grab the ticket to the big game with thanks to BBNZ. What a fantastic initiative. You can pick your game whenever it is later in the season. Maybe even a final, who knows?
Hey, what a chance. You could get a free ticket to the final of this competition. That would be a steal and a half. Scan that QR code, try to get those free tickets.
And that's why we're having a chat about the ticket to the big game right now. Clock needs to reset itself. 1 second, it looks like, to play. And that's what we're going to have. 1 second on the clock. Chelsea D'Angelo just checking there. Phi lead it by 5, 38-33. D'Angelo brings it in. That's come off a hand. Cowling did well right at the line there. Got a fingertip to it, and that'll do us after all of that. A nice 1 minute plug for the BNZ ticket to the big game. We have come to a close in this opening half. And the Phi lead it 38-33. Chemist Warehouse stats to the half coming up after the break. Don't go away.
So, Alex, can I ask you a question on behalf of Taupō? Do you play basketball? No. Damn. No, I don't want to take the shot because I don't want to lose your money. But, so, Alex, do you have you played basketball at all? About 10, and you're probably around about... So, 25 years ago was the last time you shot a basketball? 2 seconds ago you had a play around with the basketball. Okay, my friend. So, Alex, we're going to give him a chance to win some money. So, Taupō, if you can, make some noise and make him feel comfortable. Alex, we're going for a 3-point, my friend, and we appreciate you. Everybody, can you count down with me? Make some noise, Alex. Okay, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. And on the count of 3, 3, 2, Welcome to that. I thought that was a good effort to try. And someone keeps on pushing their button, goes, man. It's like, I don't know, can you just quiet down the buzzer, please, would be great. So, Alex, since you missed that particular basket, actually, was that putting you off? That was putting you off. We should give him another shot for a 3-point shot. What do you reckon? Let's give him should we give him a shot again? Give us the yes or the no. Come on, everyone. Should we give him a shot again from the 3-point? Yes. Yes. Okay, cool. That's quiet, everyone. They're supporting you, brother. So, let's hope that buzzer keeps quiet. Okay, on the count of 3. 3, 2. Okay, that's so good, Let's see what we're going to do now, brother. We're going to move you a little bit closer. Okay, a little bit closer to the free throw line. So, Alex, do you have family here?
Yeah.
And who's here?
I've got my
Are any of them better basketball shooters than you?
Yeah,
probably all of them. Do we want to give a shot to one of your kids that may be a bit better? Maybe. Should we? Okay, which one would you choose out of your children? Make sure you Marcus. Marcus. How do I bring? Okay, everyone make some noise for Marcus. So Marcus, okay my friend, you take your time, you just like, that's pretty close, So, Marcus, take this. But we have the chance to, should we give them another go from there?
Kia ora, welcome back to Taupō Events Centre, Saturday night hoops in the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi. Round 5, of course, started on Thursday night. The Kahu getting up at home over the Phi. Big margin, one of the biggest we've seen in the competition, 81-48. Half-time here tonight, though, the Phi looking to bounce back. 38 leading the Hoiho 33. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats to the half. Case and Bookman take us through them, and Ashley Jones just starting to find a way.
Yeah, absolutely. Ashley Jones, she's got majority of her points from the free throw line tonight. She's done a great job getting to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. But the story tonight for me is Zoe Richards. She's had a hell of a first half, cleaning up and getting some points on the board. As you see, lots of rebounds happening. McKenna Dale leading the way for the Phi with 6. Bowman with 7, doing what she normally does. Nat Cho with 6 as well. Zoe Richards with 4. Snyder and McSpadden with 5 apiece. You see it here. Phi distributing the ball pretty well, finding shooters, knocking it down. 4 for McKenna Dale, 2 apiece for Cowling and Snyder, and for the Hoiho, Hurst leading the way with 2. And again, the Phi defense proving to be locked in tonight as they've got 3, 2, and 2 from Cowling and the others. So again, great job from the Phi, shooting the ball quite a lot from behind the arc.
Quite a lot would be an understatement.
Yeah.
21 of their 35 shots have come from outside 3.
That's pretty crazy. They've only got 10 points in the paint compared to 20 for the Hoiho as well.
All of the stats, of course, with thanks to Chemist Warehouse. The Phi come into tonight on a 5-game losing streak. Can they turn that around tonight? Certainly looking good to the half. They're out by 5, 38. Make that 3, in fact, 38 to 35. We've just had a score correction in the stadium. Third quarter coming up on the other side of the break.
$500. Some basketballs and some goodies to give away here. But what I'd like to see on this side, and we'll do this on the other side very soon, I'd like to see some dance moves, but also not in the nightclub dance moves, not in the bedroom dance moves, but nice, safe, PG dance moves. Because I saw this kid do some last week was quite shocking, but it was quite interesting as well. It was quite funny. So, on this side, if you would like to get a basketball, it's alright, just remember no one's watching. No one's watching, only it's on Sky, and so really it's the rest of the world watching, but don't worry. So we're going to play a song here. Marcus, are you ready? I'm going to play that people. Okay, we got one.
Now, my hockey Maya, welcome back. Third quarter, not too far away. GJ Gardner-Holmes, Tauihi tonight. We've had another score correction. Phi lead at 38 to 33 over the Hoiho at the half. And to be fair, Case and Bookman, we did have it as that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the Tauihi ladder. Now, this is why tonight is so important. The Whai have lost their last 5. The Hoiho have won their last 2. Pauakai host the Queens tomorrow, but the Whai play the Pauakai next week. So let's just say, hypothetically, Hoiho get home tonight. They move to 3-3. Whai would be 1-6. Then they play the Pauakai next week. That's just that gap. It starts to widen. So really, the Whai tonight, we've mentioned it a couple of times, especially with the form or the lack of form that they've been in. It is so important that they turn this current slide around, isn't it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right, especially with Pauakai coming up next week. Again, a win tonight will give them the momentum that they need to go into that game, as the Pauakai are proving to be quite a difficult team to play against.
Mixandpick.com, who's going to win this one tonight? It has stayed fairly steady from the outset. No, it's been very, very steady. 51% plays 49%. So the viewers out there, you are on a knife's edge along with us. Look out for the MVP vote coming up in the last quarter as well. Maybe a bit of a sneak peek, Case, and MVP at the moment?
For me, at the moment, is probably going to be Zoe Richards.
Been very good, hasn't she?
Yeah, she has been. She had 3 fouls in that first half, so had to sit out a bit. But again, in this league, you get 6. So look to see her staying on for the majority of the second half.
Would you have liked that when you were a player, 6 fouls?
Oh my gosh, that would be so nice. You basically should never foul out.
Queens and the Pauakai coming up tomorrow afternoon from Christchurch. If you haven't got your tickets yet, jump on board, head to the Pauakai website. Their crowds have been really good down there in Christchurch. They always are. Gee, they love their basketball down there at Cowles, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, what else is there to do, you know? You got to go out to the basketball, get some excitement. All the excitement usually happens in Auckland, so when you have a high-caliber team that you can watch, why not get out there?
You have just opened up the almightiest can of worms going around. Hello to everyone in Christchurch this afternoon, by the way, and this evening. Hope you're well. Case and Bookman, if you want to call into Sky or send some emails, just that's the name you're after. Wow.
I love Christchurch.
You've just said not a lot to do in Christchurch. It all happens in Auckland.
No, I meant from the sporting side of things.
Oh, that's even worse. Oh.
I'm absolutely kidding. I love to stir the pot. Got to keep you on your toes. Shout out to Christchurch.
You've dug about 7 holes in the last 30 seconds.
To be fair, I've never lived there, so I only can judge based off of what I know about Auckland and what I hear.
Can I just say, just stop now. Just stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
The second half.
Justin Nelson is the email you want to send to.
Yeah, great. Large meatball pizza. Let's talk about this, because it doesn't matter where you live in the country, you can get on. We don't have separate prices for Christchurch and Auckland.
They don't.
No, they don't. $30 for the large meatball. Online code is BALLER2024. That's available until next Wednesday, with thanks to our great friends at Sal's. They are the biggest of biggest basketball fans right throughout New Zealand. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you may be right around the world. One of the great things about the Sal's NBL and GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi is you get to watch it worldwide. ESPN in the United States. Hello to all of our viewers and fans over in America. Not sure that the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi game is top of the news items over in America at the moment, but
not with the election going on.
If you are sitting up late there watching on, hello to you. And of course, right around the world on FIBA YouTube. Great to have you with us. Sky Sport here in New Zealand, the home of all things basketball. And the second half not too far away from starting here. Hoiho have won their last 2. Can they take down the Whai here tonight? I think the Whai would just be happy with finding a little bit of touch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, even with the way that they're playing right now, they still don't have that massive of a lead. And for this Hoiho squad, I mean, you look at the stats, you've got Elise Hurst with no points in that first half. So again, you look to see her get going. Nat Cho with no points. So Bowman, Bradley, and Richards and D'Angelo carrying the scoring load for the Hoiho. So if you can get those other players going, Whai might be in trouble. But for the Whai, you've got Cowling with 7, McSpadden with 6, Lena Snyder having a quiet night in the first half with 2. Ashley Jones with 10. Dale with 6. So a little bit more spread scoring-wise for the Phi. But they need to keep that consistency up. They can't have any sort of lapse, especially with game on the line, spot on the ladder on the line. You know, they really need to lay it out here in this second half.
Canterbury Rams have just sent through a message just reminding you that they've won their last 2 championships in the Sal's NBL, by the way.
Look, I've said that watching sporting events are a little bit more frequent in Auckland, but athletes, I will say, the South produce some of the best athletes.
Oh, there
I
we
will
go.
say that.
Beep,
I'm
beep.
surrounded by athletes every day. So.
Back in the truck up. Back in the truck up. Third quarter underway. Hope you're enjoying it. Phi lead by 5. Really need to dig themselves out of this hole that they're currently in. Hoiho in town, trying to make it difficult. And the only thing they made difficult there was holding on to the ball.
Yeah, I really would have liked to see that ball go into Zoe Richards. She was wide open for about 3 seconds and nobody found her. She's been a weapon from the short corner. Again, just can't find her underneath. Bit of a miscommunication. Not the way you want to open up the second half, but hopefully they can get a stop here on D.
McSpadden steps up for Cowling. Snyder around Richards. Richards did well to get a hand back in front of McSpadden.
Oh, if Richards did not get a hand on that ball, that was an easy 2 for McSpadden as Jones gets a hand on it and the Phi come up with it again. So 2 back-to-back turnovers for the Hoiho to open this second half.
Cowling on the attack. So hard to stop heading to the basket, Michaela Cowling, and she's looking better and better with every minute back on court.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting her feet underneath her as Richards had her on that play, and she did not want to pick up her 4th foul so early on in the second half.
Hoiho need to stand tall right now. Cho, there's a block for Cowling. Add that to the 3 steals in the first half.
I mean, her presence has been missed this earlier part of this season. Michaela Cowling, such a fun player to watch. Great athlete, great defensive player, which is, me personally, that's what I love the most. When someone can score and play elite defense, that's when you earn the respect of other basketball players, and Michaela Cowling has that capability of both.
Jones, speaking of capability.
What a shot from Ashley Jones. Again, the dish from Cowling. We don't talk about that part of her game. She's got it all. She can dish the ball, she can shoot the ball, she can defend in the Phi. Back-to-back-to-back stops here early in the second half.
On the move, aren't they? Snyder to land another big blow. Timeout.
Yep, smart call.
Todd Marshall straight up to the bench. Big start to this third quarter by the Tauranga Phi. Up by 5 at the half, now out by 13. They have started with an 8-zip run in this third quarter.
Well, they launch up plenty of threes, and when they start to fall, it can really put you in a deficit if you don't have an answer for it. And the Hoiho just not taking care of the ball here coming out of the gate. Turnover after turnover after turnover, not hitting the open players. Again, great job from the Phi to capitalize on those opportunities, going the other direction, getting other players going, and it's all starting off the back of Michaela Cowling. Her defense has been unbelievable to start the second half.
What does Elise Hurst need to do to get herself going? Here is Michaela Cowling, by the way. That give and go to McSpadden. Hurst 0 of 4 tonight. Has not scored. Cowling with that block.
Well, just on that last play, you see Nat Cho. I'd like to see a little bit of confidence from her offensively. Defensively, she's got all the confidence in the world, but again, going up against Cowling there, you could just see a bit of hesitancy. And so, especially with a caliber player like her, she needs to be an asset on offense.
So danger signs right now for the Hoiho. That'll help to come back with thanks to Paige Bradley, and a little bit of pressure up the floor here now as well.
Well, that's what they need to do. And you talked about getting Elise Hurst going. She really needs to get going, but it can't happen on her own. The offense needs to get moving as Lena Snyder drains it from deep. And look out, the Phi are feeling it from behind the arc.
Back-to-back threes for the former Hoiho superstar Lena Snyder. Had 20 last time out against the Hoiho. She is starting to light it up. Hurst, the player I was just talking about, again, cannot fire a shot. 0 of 5 shooting for her tonight, and a turnover.
Well, I'd say that's not really the primary aspect of her game, driving to the basket. She loves to shoot the ball. So again, the Hoiho need to find a way to dribble in and kick to her, try to get her open on the outside and get her going from deep. So McKenna Dale, great find from Michaela Cowling to Dale underneath, and she'll find herself at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. So within less than 2 minutes, the Phi have blown this game out by 14.
And during those 2 minutes, I've been watching McKenna Dale at the offensive end closely, and she just runs baseline to baseline, wing to wing, side to side, sneaking in and around underneath the defense. And she's a tricky player, isn't she?
She is. She's smart. She knows her role, she knows what she can do, and she knows how to get herself open. But I also think I love about McKenna Dale's game is that she always crashes the offensive boards. She's always there trying to clean up, get those second chance opportunities for her team. Oh, good cut to the basket. Great find from, I don't remember who threw it, but Paige Bradley with the finish underneath.
That's what it's all about, that finish. Paige Bradley, she's hit a couple of baskets now as well in this third quarter. Speaking of baskets.
Oh, no.
Lena Snyder, that's 3 in a row.
Oh, no. Lena Snyder is a prolific scorer as well, and she is feeling it.
Great pass inside. Bradley for Richards. Bowman to keep it going. Offhands Jones now. Where's Snyder? On an absolute heater right now, Lena Snyder. 3 triples in the opening minutes of this third quarter. Cowling knows it as well.
Yep,
there
hit her
you go.
Again. Let's go. Oh.
Unable to land the fourth. Jones from outside.
Well, if you are the Hoiho right now, you've got to get in the face of the shooters. You cannot give them a single inch. They're giving them way too much space, especially when they have this kind of momentum. You've got to get out, shut them off, and not let them catch the ball and shoot.
19-4 run to open this third quarter. The Phi are finally delivering everything we thought that they would in season 2024. Snyder's been a big part of it.
Well, if I'm the Hoiho right now, I'm going to put Sammy Gallagher in the game because she can shoot it and she can defend. Right now, it just seems like there's not much happening on offense for the Hoiho. It's all going through Paige Bradley. She seems to be the only one able to get any shots up, except for Bowman. But when she got that offensive rebound a few plays ago, she didn't have time. She didn't take her time to collect and get a strong shot. Fading from the basket. Those aren't the type of shots you need at this point in the game.
Well, interestingly, their best defenders off the floor at the moment as well. No Nat Cho. And again, a turnover. Jones! Wow!
And one. Chemist Warehouse stripe. This is so exciting to see from the Phi squad. Yeah, they've got their long, athletic group on the floor. You saw Langton get that deflection to open up this Jones three-point play. Again, another key player who I feel wasn't utilized early on in the season, but now coaches have switched up the lineup a bit. Eva Langton on the floor, another shooter, a great defender. She's got a couple deflections in this game so far.
Confidence is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
It's crazy how much it changes the energy on the floor.
Saw this team just 48 hours ago put in their worst ever performance in Tauihi history. That's how bad it was. It's as if when they stepped outside after that game, there was a big dark cloud that just followed them around.
I mean, I felt it, and I was watching it at home. It was so heartbreaking to watch, but props to the Kahu, again, doing their business as they always do, just taking care of it, and just absolutely blowing them out.
But all of a sudden, in the space of minutes, this Phi team has their mojo back. Hurst is going to head to the Chemist Warehouse, I think. It was the ball on the floor.
There's just no ball movement happening for the Hoiho. They're all just trying to take it in on their own, trying to get in. That's great. Get into the paint, get to 2 feet, but then you've got to get it moving. It's not just a one and done. You need movement. Get the Phi shifting. Right now, they're not working hard at all on D. As you see, easy look there for Bowman. Again, still, the margin massive margin at the moment.
It's a 22-6 run in this third quarter. And you can see...
I was second guessing my math there for a second. I was like, surely it's not this much.
Oh, no, it's big.
It's pretty big.
But I was just about to say, we're not even halfway through this quarter as well. So they've done all of this damage in the space of minutes.
I mean, if you're the Phi, you have to be happy being on the other side of a butt whooping. As the Phi turn it over, Hoiho here in transition, Bowman with another bucket. So again, good job there, good pressure from the Hoiho. They need a couple more possessions like that. Can't allow that woman to go coast to coast. And Kirasome leaves it long.
They've scored back-to-back, the Hoiho, with Bradley teaming up with Bowman. This time Bradley to D'Angelo, little pull-up in the short corner. So now they're starting to find a way to score, and the Phi coaching staff want to put a stop to that. Timeout called by the Phi. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. D'Angelo usually pretty good from that spot.
That's a nice little floater there from D'Angelo.
And, I mean, surprisingly, they've scored the last 3 baskets, but they're down by 17. Such has been the firepower of the Phi in the opening few minutes of this third quarter.
Well, just now, looking at the Phi stats, they're shooting 35% from behind the arc now, 10 for 28. Compared to the Hoiho, they have yet to drain a 3. So again, that's tough business when you're living, dying, relying on the 2s when the other team is draining it from deep.
GJ Gardner-Holmes Tauihi highlight show every Tuesday night on Sky Sport, the best bits of every round. And there's been some good highlights here tonight. There were some big highlights for the Kahu on Thursday night. And of course, don't forget tomorrow afternoon, we get to see plenty of stars in action again. Jordan Horston. She's been really good so far.
I can't remember who was calling the game. I think it was her first game. And she pinned one on the backboard.
Yeah, that was
I don't
me.
think
I saw
there
it.
wasn't enough excitement. You got to hype that up, man.
Not enough excitement.
There's not enough. You've got to. That was so impressive.
Gee, speaking of impressive, Jihoon Park was pretty good last week.
Oh my gosh, she's good every week.
Back underway, McSpadden nice and strong inside, battle on the glass. Hoiho come up with it.
That's a great defensive stop there, needed for the Hoiho. You don't want to allow McSpadden to get going on top of the 3-point parade that's happening for the Phi at the moment.
Bradley searching, just leaning into her was Eva Langton.
Yeah, that's good heads-up play there by Bradley. Again, a lot of the offense is going through her hands, as it usually does, trying to create something for the Hoiho offense. Again, Elise Hurst not yet to score a bucket. You can see it in her body language slightly. Don't let that deter you, though. She is a shooter, and as well as Paige Bradley. What a shot from her. Just like that, we are within 14.
Paige Bradley's got 15 in the game now as well. Cowling, tough shot, played for the foul. So clever.
So clever. She's a mature, experienced player. You lean into her just a little bit. She knows how to draw that foul. We talk about it at the half. Ashley Jones was held to 10 points in the first 2 quarters. She's now up to 19 points. She's managed to score 9 in this quarter alone.
One of the best scorers in the competition, isn't she, Ashley Jones? Speaking of scoring, Michaela Cowling goes all right as well. And
yeah,
she has had an interrupted start to season 2024. Foot surgery, got over that and then fell ill. The champ is back up and going again. She drains a couple from the Chemist Warehouse. 62-46. Long way to go. Hoiho need to keep finding baskets. Zoe Richards on Langton. Doubled. Bradley doing all the scoring in this third quarter. Richards rebound and they go again.
Yeah, great job by Richards there. Good shot by Bradley. But better job cleaning it up. Give your team another chance as Cho from deep knocks it down with the screen from D'Angelo. What a beautiful screen set up. Great skip pass and a shot from Cho. I love seeing her get going on offense. I think she could be a lot more aggressive than she is currently. Love that from her. What a shot.
First points for her as well, Kaysen, so maybe that'll get her going.
Oh!
Speaking of going,
God.
Ashley Jones up to 22.
Oh, she is an assassin. D'Angelo, talk about assassin. She is such a key player. Again, we saw her in Rapid League just absolutely do her thing. And she comes into Tauihi, picking up right where she left off.
Cho tracking Jones. Jones has had the better of that matchup tonight. Cowling. Snyder now. McSpadden wants it inside. She's doubled.
She didn't want it in the end. Great help defense. She wanted it first, and then it was just too late.
At 14, 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Margin was 5 at the half. Cho
Yes,
finds
Cho.
a way.
Oh, yes, I love this from her. She works so hard on defense. She needs to be rewarded on offense because she can score. Great take there from Cho.
And we're back to 12. Biggest margin this quarter was 23.
You know, you can never count anybody out, no matter how much they're down. Comebacks are real in this Tauihi League.
And a stop. Bradley.
Good find.
D'Angelo.
Get in. Oh,
Rebound, battle underneath. Bowman just not prepared to give it up. Cho is on a bit of a spree at the moment. Can she add another two? She can.
yes, this is what's been missing the whole game. The aggression from Cho on offense. I love that from her. Really getting this Hoiho team going, and D'Angelo with the tip. Loving the presence of the Hoiho at the moment.
So are her teammates. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, different angle of it here. Natalie Cho has really lit it up in the last 2 minutes.
That's so good. That's what you need. Just get your confidence going and then just keep attacking. Michaela Cowling, obviously a little bit lack on that defensive set. Cho recognized it and took her all the way to the hoop.
Let's see if the Fire can respond. McKenna Dale heads to the corner. Ball off the feet of Cowling, and they get it back again. Some stops here for the Hoiho.
That was just a lackluster pass there from Lena Snyder right to the feet of Cowling. Not much you can do with that. So again, Phi need to step up here. It's now a 10-point game.
Let's see if Cho's the target. Bradley to D'Angelo. Bowman with the screen. D'Angelo steps through. Bowman had a chance there and gave it up.
Too unselfish.
Dale on the run. Fantastic work from McKenna Dale.
That backstop is in such a dangerous spot.
Richards now. Oh, D'Angelo through her hands. Just that last basket. The work rate of McKenna Dale for the Phi. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Look at the run. She's off. She's gone. And she is rewarded.
Well, if you run your lanes in a fast break, you are going to get the looks, especially when you've got the defense on their heels. And it's a great recognition there from Lena Snyder. Great job by McKenna Dale. Again, she's such a great player for this team. Stepping up massively. And Ashley Jones in and out. It was a good-looking shot there. And Lena Snyder disrupting the play yet again. What I do love about Lena Snyder, no matter if she's having a great offensive night or not, she is involved defensively. She's involved in rebounding. She's getting her hands on passes. So again, she's not letting that shut her down if she's not scoring. But again, tonight, she's doing a great job. She's got 11, but defensively, she's just everywhere.
In all honesty, Ashley Jones, 22 points. She's had probably 3 of those three-point attempts. Rim out. As if it was a fairground attraction.
Oh!
Paige Bradley right on the buzzer.
Oh, man.
Big quarter for her personally, Paige Bradley. Here's the replay.
2 defenders, takes the hit, gets the finish. She's so good at those shots. I guess you have to be when you're that size, going up into the forest of trees underneath.
Margins at 10. 1 to play here tonight in Taupō. Don't go away.
Get your tickets online now for
Welcome back to Taupō Events Centre. 1 quarter to play tonight. GJ Gardner Holmes, Tauihi. Whai got out by as much as 23 in the third quarter after being up by 5 at half-time. But just like that, the Hoiho have fought back really, really hard. Large meatball for 30. Get out and enjoy that with thanks to Sal's. Right now, though, it is all about this contest as the Whai get the opening possession through Lena Snyder. Oh, reaching in, Chelsea D'Angelo.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul. You're leaning into her. Good job by Lena Snyder, though, splitting the defense, getting to the low post. Again, here, scan this QR code. Who's your MVP this game? Ashley Jones, obvious favorite of the crowd, leading by fairly large margin.
Plenty, and adding another 2. Lena Snyder down the middle. Ashley Jones leading that MVP vote right now.
She's showing her true self tonight in scoring fashion. She can light it up. She can get to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. She can shoot it from deep as Nat Cho. Yes, the and one for Nat Cho. Gotta love it from her. Doing a phenomenal job defensively as per usual, but getting her going offensively.
Hasn't she picked it up?
Yeah. But this is how she needs to play all the time. I know it's tough, easier to say from the booth, but again, when you've got such talent as Nat Cho, she should be a lot more selfish on offense.
She's got 9 in the game now, all coming in this second half. Margin at 10. Jones has been prolific tonight. Dale getting the start this evening, her first start of the season. McSpadden, well, that looked like a little bit of 10-pin bowling to me.
Yeah, that was a great tweener.
Not sure what Lena Snyder is asking for there.
I think they thought it was deflected off the leg, and that's why it was such a horrific pass. It was tipped. It was shinned.
Shinned, I like that.
It was shinned.
Oh, Nat Cho feeling it, back of the iron. Jones cops a clip around the back of the ears from Sammy Gallagher.
She thought she pulled her hands away quick enough, but not quick enough for the coin officials. They saw you. Go over the back. Can't do that. Can't get away with anything.
Very pensive looking Alex Stojkovic in the background there, wasn't it? His team, of course, have been in the doldrums. A win can change all of that. McKenna Dale.
Oh, that was a good dish.
Was a good pass, unable to finish McSpadden. They will retain possession though.
To be honest, that surprised me. I was looking at the basket expecting Dale to take it all the way, but again, the unselfish play there, looking for McSpadden underneath. Caught her by surprise.
Little give and go, Kitasome looking for a foul. Good pass, good finish.
Great look. I love that the Fire looking to get that ball to McSpadden underneath as they're killing it from outside, but you still want to pay your respects to the bigs inside.
Here's Bradley. Cho.
Great defense by Lena Snyder. Again, the Phi do such a great job jumping hard on the on ball. So if you are the one dribbling the ball and you see the tall, lengthy arms of McSpadden doing that double team, you've got to find a way to get it through. You've got to keep it low. You don't want to try to go over the top, especially when they're jumping that hard. And again, if they can get through that hard double on the on-ball screen, they can get some easy looks. But again, it's getting it past the long arms of McSpadden and Snyder.
15 steals tonight for the Phi.
Wow.
Here's the 15th. Lena Snyder. And I must say, despite that loss against the Kahu on Thursday night, one player who just worked tirelessly for the Phi was Lena Snyder.
Yeah, like we talk about, she's a workhorse. No matter if she's scoring or not, she's involved in everything else. And you talked 15 steals tonight, Fire averaging 8 a game. So a big change in their defensive presence from the last game.
Margin back to 12 again. Hoiho are staying in striking distance. Got to get stops though. Dale. Fumbling. McSpadden.
Good cut.
Kirasome back to the basket. Show with the foul.
She had two really great backdoor cuts. One from the top of the key. That last one from the wing. Great job recognizing that. Again, Jade Kirasome is quick. She's shifty. So if she can slip to the basket, you've got to find her on those cuts. And they did just that.
First one from the Chemist Warehouse is good for Jade Kirasome. Coming off the bench in this one tonight. That's her first score of the game. And the second one is good as well. So margin at 14, 7:23 left to play. Lots of time for the Hoiho. But they need to get moving. Richards. Steal number 4, that is, for Michaela Cowling. Snyder, and they settle. Jones now through traffic. Ran into Hurst. Dale wins it back. Snyder. That one's knocked away from her, and in the end, it was just all a little bit too clumsy, wasn't it?
Yeah, the Hoiho earned that ball back with the lackluster play there from the Phi offensively. Just a little too rushed. There's no need. You've got time on your side. Slow it down. Get a good set. No need to rush at this stage.
Bradley pulls up the dribble. Bowman wants it inside. Cowling just has her covered right now.
I mean, when you can push the post all the way out to the three-point line, you've done a good job defensively.
Tough shot there from Bradley. Look at McSpadden getting up. Somehow, Ashley Jones, now she's going to go to the line here for the N1. Draws contact as she almost always does. But I reckon if we see this on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay, her effort then to actually keep the ball. Watch this, watch the stretch. That's not easy.
No, it's not. But, I mean, you're playing with someone like McSpadden who's 6'4", so her passes are always going to be a little bit higher naturally. But Jones is an athlete. I had no doubt in my mind she was going to clean that up. But can we talk about the handles of McSpadden? As a big, 6'4", dribbling down the court that well, she looked like a point guard.
Effortless. Effortless. 27 now in the game for Ashley Jones. What a response from her against her only nemesis so far this season, Nat Cho.
Yep, she did not come to mess around tonight.
It's been one heck of a response, hasn't it? Bradley just trying to do it all right now, and she's going to run out of time.
Oh, she just looks a bit exhausting at the moment for Bradley, having to do it all. There's not much happening on offense for her team at the moment.
I think the Hoiho coaching staff just claiming that actually hit the ring, that first shot.
It did hit the bottom of the rim. It definitely did. It wasn't the backboard.
So maybe unfortunate there for the Hoiho. Got it back to 10, back out to 17. Snyder's been fantastic tonight.
I mean, just look at the lineup for the Phi. You got 5 superstars on the floor.
Snyder under pressure now. Got to get a shot up. McKenna Dale on the buzzer at the Chemist Warehouse.
Oh. Well, she's got that touch. You know she can make it, but on the run like that, great recognition from McKenna Dale.
Not what the Hoiho needed. 5:25 to play. Hurst, who really has not been sighted in the game.
Oh, good play.
And they've got runners. Cowling in and out.
That was such a unique shot, a unique choice. Off the dribble, kept it in one hand and just floated it over the top. No need for the backboard from Michaela Cowling as Paige Bradley finds her way to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. You can just see it. She is dog tired, giving it all she can tonight.
Gassed.
Absolutely
gassed. Yeah.
But that's her. She puts it on the line every single night,
I reckon
game.
her coach has just noticed it as well, because the best way to help out his point guard right now is to call a timeout, and that's what he's done.
Yep, smart play there from the coaching staff. Try to get something going here out of the timeout. Again, Hoiho down by 19. Not a lot of clock left to play with, but they do have the ability to shoot. It is just dependent upon how they can get that going on offense.
Well, you've been scanning QR codes all night, as you normally do, and we were talking about Coachmate earlier in this game. Now, if you haven't seen this, especially mums and dads, you got the kids running around on the weekends, you're taking them to basketball, football, hockey, whatever it may be, and someone says, we need a coach. And that fear in your eyes when it's like, okay. Well, this is what Coachmate can do. It's there to help you, especially grassroots, when you're getting into coaching for the first time, or maybe not the first time, and you're thinking, what do I teach them at training? What do I talk about? What are the skills? What are the drills? Coachmate across so many different sports is there to help you out. It is a brilliant app. QR code, it's a free download. Get in there, pick your sport, and learn new things. Fantastic.
It's free, guys. Scan that code. Get the free app. Take any discount, anything you can get for free, especially if you're helping youngsters out. You are the role model. You can either make it a great experience for them or you can ruin it for them. Rather, you give them a good experience. So scan that QR code, get that free app, and up your coaching skills.
Well, Casey Frank, you think about all the basketball he has played. He got called in to coach his daughter. And he was saying the other night, Coachmate was an absolute lifesaver.
Imagine him, a gigantic man, coaching all these little girls.
I think he kneels down.
Hey, oh yeah, I hope so.
He's still 2 foot taller when he kneels down, but that's okay. Hey, here's the mixandpick.com MVP. And Ashley Jones leading the way at the moment, 50% of the vote. Rightfully so. She's been fantastic tonight.
Yeah.
Cowling to Dale teaming up.
Just a lack of defensive effort there from the Hoiho. Beautiful dish, even better finish.
And again, just to emphasize what I was talking about during the third quarter with McKenna Dale, she just lurks along that baseline, doesn't she?
Yeah, she knows how to sneak behind the defense. Just watch her play. She just got so much energy. And look at the box out there on hers. She just does the little things extremely well, McKenna Dale.
Cowling,
Good luck.
McSpadden looking really good right now for the Phi, isn't it? This is the team that we've been expecting all season. Hard to believe they came into tonight having lost 5 in a row, and that effort against the Kahu on Thursday night was as low as it gets, but they have responded. Jones block, Bowman, Jones to Snyder, steps to her left. Cho on the way back. And another turnover.
Yeah, again, it's just that's been the story for the Hoiho tonight. Credit to the Phi, though, defensively, really stepping it up tonight. And I think just the presence of the height, the length that they have on the floor at the moment, especially with the effort, the energy they're putting forth, it's just been no match for the Hoiho.
17-6 run in this last quarter. The Phi finishing really strong. Half-time was 38-33. You can see just how tough it's been on the face of Zoe Richards there.
Now, this is a statement game for the Phi. Again, they've almost got their full caliber lineup. Again, Morgan Yeager, unfortunately, out still for them. So that's just yet another piece of the puzzle that is missing for this Phi team. But again, they're looking way sharper than they were the other night.
Coming in off their second lowest ever score as well.
Lena Snyder with the block underneath.
3 steals and a block for Snyder tonight. 4 steals and a block for Cowling. Speaking of both of them, Cowling to Snyder.
Oh, she wants that.
Just too much on it in the end.
It was great footwork. She does a great little 1-2 step. Gets the defense shifted and weasels her way in there. Just couldn't get the finish.
Hoiho lost their opening 3 games of the season. Have won their last 2. But it'll be back to the drawing board after this one here in Taupō.
Yeah, just a lot of dribbling on that last play. Again, ball movement lacking for the Hoiho. Just not getting any momentum, any fluidity on the offensive side of things. Fortunate there to get the turnover. But again, it's just they just don't look in sync on the offensive side of things.
You mentioned earlier, Kaysen, just the length of this Phi team.
That's pretty great.
got some real size, haven't they?
I think Lena Snyder might, or as Ashley Jones is the shortest on the court right now, and she's about 6 foot, 6'1".
Richards underneath, handy little flick. Cowling put that down to another steal for Michaela Cowling. I hope she gets that stat. Jones with the miss. Bowman with the rebound. D'Angelo, hand in there. Jones, Bowman. And in the end, Chelsea D'Angelo trying to lift her team.
Yeah, it's a good effort play there from D'Angelo. She does that so well, stays in the play, super steady. And there's going to be a timeout called.
Pauakai and the Queens coming your way tomorrow afternoon on Sky Sport, ESPN and FIBA YouTube. 2 p.m. local time here in New Zealand for the Sky Broadband Rapid League. 3 p.m. for the GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi. Mixandpick.com. MVP. It's all about you, the fans and the viewers. Who do you think has been the best player in this one tonight? Sal's Pizza up for grabs. Ashley Jones, 44% of the vote, and good reason. 27 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals, and 4 triples as well. An all-round game tonight from Ashley Jones.
She's having herself a night tonight after that game on Thursday. And we've got McKenna Dale with 14, Snyder with 13, McSpadden with 10, Cowling with 11. I mean, just pretty evenly spread across the starting lineup. And then off the bench, you've got Kaylee Smiler with 4. For the Hoiho, Bradley leading the way with 12. Bowman with, 21. Gosh, dyslexia there. Bowman with 12. Cho with 9. And Richards with 11 off the bench. D'Angelo with 10. Again, no points from Elise Hurst.
What a difference 48 hours makes. Just watching the players and the time out there, the players on the bench, players stepping. It's just all smiles. Everyone's up. Everyone's happy. Everyone loves each other again.
It's nice when you're on the other side of a blowout. It is a great feeling. It's no fun being the one getting blown out. I can tell you that much. Not an ideal situation.
D'Angelo splits the pair at the Chemist Warehouse. Margin at 20. Win tonight going the way very, very soon for the Phi. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And Michaela Cowling has found a little bit of groove as well. Jones, 29.
Great drive from her, even better finish. Not much of a challenge there from the defense, but when you can go from the left all the way to the right, you're gonna get an easy look, especially if you're a player like Ashley Jones.
This team really packs and punch, don't they? Jones, Cowling, Snyder, McSpadden. The ladder of that quartet, stepping in with a foul there.
Was it on McSpadden, that one?
Yeah.
Just jumping a little bit too hard, a little too aggressive on defense. But I love that from her as a big, with her height. She's so fit and quick and all the above. She runs the floor well, she can handle the ball. She grabs the boards. Would like to see her score a little bit more, but again, when your team's lighting it up from outside, you can take it easy for the night.
Talked a little bit about just the change in the players in the last 48 hours, but a little bit of credit to the coaching staff of the Phi as well. Changed the starting lineup. Nice block there.
D'Angelo with the block.
I think they really needed to get McKenna Dale into the starting unit. They did that. Rotated some subs in early. Of course, Eva Langton came in early. They just changed things up, and it was the spark they needed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when you're on a 5-game losing streak, you need to change something. Just repeating the same behavior is not going to get you any sort of different outcome. So again, props to the coaching staff switching it up and getting it going tonight.
Talk about getting it going. Chelsea D'Angelo adds 3 from the corner. All a little bit too late, but she's got 14 tonight. She has certainly battled hard for the Hoiho. Leaving it short, Cowling. Just had a little bit of a slip there.
Oh, that was a great dish. Bowman not expecting it, but McKenna Dale was, again, getting another steal for the Phi on the night. They must have 20 steals by now.
19 to
19.
be exact. But don't count out 20. Still got a minute to play. Cowling underneath. Wow, what a finish.
Look at Lena Snyder just cleaning up. Again, this squad that they have on the floor right now is so strong. There's a completely different team, and Lena Snyder with another steal.
There's the 20, and there's another 2, 90 to 68. 20 steals.
Unbelievable. And look at this pressure by the Phi. They have really come to make a statement tonight. Not lifting the foot off the gas the whole game.
Zoe Richards with the 3. And for all the compliments we've paid the Phi coaching staff, I think they've just called a timeout.
Why not? Maybe
There's the
run
steal.
some subs.
Snyder has had a really good game, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's done a phenomenal job. Again, she's got 8 rebounds, 4 offensive, 3 assists. We don't want to talk about the turnovers, but 4 steals and 1 block. And we don't even count the deflections on here, but she has had her hands on a lot of the passes from the Hoiho.
Well, have a listen to this. McKenna Dale 5 steals, Michaela Cowling 4, Lena Schneider 4, Ashley Jones 3.
Again, we've said it over and over and over again. This is a completely different team than we saw on Thursday. And maybe that was the loss they needed to get going. Better late than never, right?
Well, you've got, what is it, 2.5, 3 hours in the car heading home. Some think music.
I would listen to nothing. I would just be fuming.
Well, they have definitely bounced back here tonight. And next up, they've got the Pauakai. What a game that promises to be. Mind you, the Pauakai have got an important date in between that against the Queens tomorrow afternoon. Dying stages here. Big win coming up for the Phi. What do they do out of this timeout? Jones has had Cho's number this evening. Cowling uses the shot clock, rises up, can't finish. Loose ball. I think there's a foul in there. Not a lot in that one.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage in the game, probably best not to foul.
Well, when players from both teams turn and look a little bit confused, you know that we probably could have done without the whistle. 2.1 to play. Sammy Bowman to add another couple, perhaps. Maybe not.
Give
So
us
what
one.
do the Hoiho take away from this?
Well, the Hoiho need Elise Hurst to score. They absolutely need her to score, and they need Nat Cho to be a lot more aggressive on offense. As we saw tonight, when she's aggressive, she can make things happen.
BNZ player timeout here, by the way, so they will advance the ball here for the Phi for the last possession of the game, and every point does count.
It does, it does.
And especially for the Phi, who are making up ground. If they do end a season on the same amount of wins as another team, they need points percentage. So really important they get a basket out of this. There's the QR code for the BNZ ticket to the big game. You know the drill by now. 5,000 tickets to give away to groups up and down the country. Scan away, fill in your group details, and you can pick up some tickets to the big game for free with thanks to BNZ. They score out of this. It's a really good use of the BNZ player timeout.
Absolutely. I wonder who they're going to go to. I bet
Take your pick.
Dale.
All right, here we go. Snyder.
Oh, lob over the top from McSpadden.
And nearly got the final basket, didn't she? Right idea, just unable to execute, but that'll do us. The Northern group, Tauranga. Look at the smiles here.
How happy.
This is a completely different team to 48 hours ago, just like that.
I mean, they've done a great job, stuck to the scouting report, played together more so than anything else, and they just got 21 steals on the game. I mean, that writes the story for itself.
Happy team, and they win this one by 19 in the end. Ashley Jones star tonight. 46% of the vote. She's your MVP. Congratulations to those who have won a Sal's Pizza. Michaela Cowling's pumped. They all are. It was doom and gloom on Thursday night. A 33-point loss to the Kahoo, their 5th straight loss. But the response has been emphatic. Big win tonight for the Tauranga fight. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats.
I mean, your MVP with 29, but Paige Bradley, the MVP for the Hoiho, doing it all, 22. Zoe Richards shortly behind, as well as D'Angelo with 14. Lena Snyder, big game from her defensively as well as offensively. McKenna Dale with 14. Cowling with 11, but again, another defensive effort from her. See the rebounds. Jones with a double-double with 11. Bowman dragging down 16 rebounds. She's unbelievable underneath. And you see McKenna Dale, Snyder, and McSpadden with 8 apiece and assists. Again, McKenna Dale, I think that might have been the right call from the coaches, putting her in that starting spot, getting 5 assists, as well as Cowling, Snyder, and then Paige Bradley dishing it as well. And 3 blocks for the Phi compared to 1.
Just show me the steals.
Yeah, we want to see the steals. 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. Unbelievable. And Bowman with 3 herself. So, again, just defensive effort from the Phi tonight was the story. Was it 20 or 21 in total?
20 steals in the end.
Steals.
Now, they've won by 19, but those steals and turnovers have been converted into 27 points. So they've scored 27 off turnovers, and without going through every game this season, I reckon that's a season high.
I was going to say, I wonder, I bet Mike Lacey will be on it after this game, but what the record is for steals in a Tauihi game.
Got to be right up there. Games coming up. Round 5 concludes tomorrow afternoon in Christchurch, which is Kason Bookman's favourite city in New Zealand. Cowles Stadium, Rapid League at 2, Tauihi at 3, Pauakai up against the Queens. Round 6 tips off on Thursday night. The Phi back in Tauranga this time at QEYC to take on the Pauakai. And the Kahoo on Saturday against the Pauakai. Tell you what, the mainland Pauakai got a little bit of work to do over the next,
I was going to say,
over the next week.
Who did this schedule? They've got a bit of a brutal run there.
Ashley Jones, what a star, what a game for her tonight. Big bounce back performance, wasn't it, by the Phi? It's a happy camp, and they are finally starting to find some rhythm, a much better performance as this competition closes up yet again. They get home 90-71. Kason, enjoy your week.
You as well. Enjoy your flight home.
Thanks very much. The Phi tonight, home by 19 on behalf of the entire team here at Sky Sport in New Zealand. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon for more GJ Gardner Homes Tauihi action.